What can I help you with, bro?
Oh, hello. I'm looking for some purple kush and hash brownies.
Excuse me?
You know, the plant that grows out of the ground.
We only stock the liquid alternative. You know, the kind that leads to violence, social problems, the occasional gruesome death.
It's 2014, man. And you're telling me I have no other choice but to consume these dangerous products?
Dangerous as they may be, they are legal. I tell you what, you looked like a peach cider man when you came in first, but there are some beers over there. They're closer.
Why don't we try one of these old cideroonies, eh?
Put it down. Put it down, put it down, put it...
Oh.
Okay, get out. You gotta get out.
You
Come on.
sick bastard.
Ooh.
You support these liquor companies
Out.
without any care for your fellow man.
All right, get the fuck out. You gotta go.
What's this? Marijuana seeds? And so many different strains. I think I'm gonna take one of everything.
Crop King Seeds. World-class cannabis seeds. Available online or in stores.
You are watching Red Heat and Rage. He's Red Heat. I am Rage. Let's do this thing. We'll be with you for the next 120 minutes or so. This show is always an adventure. We never really even know what's going to happen on this program. And I think tonight is going to be one of those nights. Cam, it's always a pleasure. I saw you earlier today. You can see what we did on the Fantasy Sports Network tonight. But I was wearing a Fantasy Sports Network hoodie. It's a very nice hoodie, but I took it off seconds before we started this show because I don't think they want their logo associated with this train wreck.
Good point, man. Hey, knock, knock. Who's there? HR, you're fired. No, anyway, Moretzi, but I love the sportsbook shirt. You know what I love about the sportsbook shirt is the worst thing about gambling is what it really does to you as a person. Like, when you're a kid, you dream about teams and you love players and you get jerseys and shit. Now us, I'm just like, cover the fucking spread. Just don't lose by 12. Don't do that shit. We become total scumbags when it comes to sports, man. It's brutal.
Well, that's right. I'm wearing the LV Westgate Super Contest shirt here. It's a long sleeve. We've been in a contest a couple of times. Last year we came in fucking 48th place, motherfuckers. Need to be top 30 to win money. Close wasn't good enough there, but what does it say on the back here, Cam? Why don't you I'm going to try to turn around here for people.
Good teams win, great teams cover.
That's right. That's right. For all you shitheads out there, how the Bills this year? 7-9? Yeah, we're 10-6 against the spread, prick. Fuck you. How the Cowboys doing against the spread, huh? How they doing? Not too good, huh? Not too good. But nevertheless, speaking of football tonight, we got Joe Fortenbaugh on the program. Kicking it old school with Joe Fortenbaugh, one of the best in the business tonight.
Yeah, I used to party in Vegas. Joe's a great guy. He's moved up to San Francisco. He's partying with the Raiders and Niners.
Yeah, that's right. And I used to have him on when I was in Vegas, actually, shooting the show out of the Don Best studio. So we've got a ton of stuff to get to here tonight, actually, with Fortenbaugh joining us. We got a ton of stuff on the docket. With the Toronto Blue Jays here, Cam, locked up as we speak with the Texas Rangers.
Problem is, for us to get paid tonight, our boss is a degenerate gambler as well. He's got a 7-game point spread ticket going. He actually looks pretty good in 5 right now. So
more Ben Revere, please.
Go Blue Jays so we get paid.
That's unfortunately what it's come down to. So we had high expectations for this program. Enjoy the view while you can right now.
Yeah, because I think we're moving on up. We're moving on down.
Yeah.
we're going a couple floors down in a couple of weeks. So yeah, enjoy
other
the
words-
penthouse view. I think level 12. That's
in other
next.
words, you're going to see us live on Periscope broadcasting outside the Rogers Center because, we're going to be on the fucking streets. Basically, we found out the future of this program depends on Green Bay Packer futures, which went down the tubes the other night with Jordy Nelson. They still can't be okay. But speaking of the Blue Jays, Cam, a lot of stuff in the Blue Jays news here tonight. They're locked up at 2. It was just disclosed earlier today. You're going to like this story. I'll get you fired up early here tonight.
Okay, I'm already
I don't think you know this
ready.
one either. It turns out that Jose Batista has been boycotting Sportsnet.
Ooh.
Yeah, pretty interesting because they own the team, kind of. But this is why. This is why he's boycotting them. Because who is the rookie kid from Detroit, the second baseman there? Devin Travis.
Yeah, what about him?
So Sportsnet did a piece.
Oh, they
on
did.
him.
Yeah, about him growing up and stuff like
And
that.
it was sort of like a makeover. They wanted to
enjoyed
watch
the
him.
piece, actually.
They wanted to watch him buy a suit, so they told him meet us at that suit spot.
Zenya, the clothing company.
So he bought
Okay.
the suit and was never reimbursed for the suit. So he told Batista the story about, man, they own the team. They made me go do this fucking feature. I bought a suit. I thought they were going to pay me for it after, and I was forced to buy this suit for a TV hit that ran on Sportsnet. So Batista's like, that's bullshit. They're taking advantage of you.
Know what the worst
Now,
is?
Sportsnet, they're saying, well, it would have been a conflict of interest if we would have paid for the suit for
This
them.
isn't the NCAA.
But it's like, what do you mean conflict of interest? You already have a conflict of interest. You own the fucking building. You own the network. You own the players. You own everything. Fuck. What more? What do you mean conflict? You can't have a conflict when you want to own everything. You've created the conflict. Give the guy the fucking suit. I don't understand how fucking Sid and Tim get free suits. Yet a guy in the Blue Jays can't. Fuck. What kind of world are we living in?
If you're
Pay
one
the guy, then you get people saying, oh, he makes $500,000 a year. You shouldn't pay for the suit. That's not the point. Everyone, even your former colleague. I saw Jackie Redmond tweeting pictures of herself the other day on a shopping spree that she was getting free clothes.
Oh, yeah.
How is she getting free clothes and the Blue Jays aren't getting free clothes? It's bullshit.
We had a clothing deal. And remember back in the day, too. The worst was when I was dealing with those.
My clothing deal to Score was the fucking reject clothes Cabby didn't want. Fuck, that was my clothing deal. I don't know about yours.
They can't find my size. Hey, Gabe, how many shirts have I worn since we've done? This is our 6th episode. I have 2 shirts. One's blue and one's plaid. That's the way it goes. I'm sorry. And my chick's even like, I'm getting really sick and tired of that stupid plaid shirt I see every day. But you know what? I don't like paying for clothes either. And another thing is, these assholes, know what the best about they got so much money, you own the team. And know what the best is? Every chick on that show, too, they wear the exact same cut of the dress, the exact same look. Hey, what? I'm going to go on the shopping network and get the Hazel May collection. Like, give me a break. Hey, here's a tip, numbnuts. Maybe get some own style. But hey, we are a bunch of drones. We work for the same company. Everybody look the same. You know what? Go fuck yourself. You know what? Go fuck yourself, all you assholes there. You had a good thing here. Go fuck yourself. You ruined it because you know what? People on the street like what we do. They hate what you do. You suck.
Wow.
How's that for a comment?
Yeah, well, that's it. We're only about...
I shouldn't have done it, but I don't care anymore. I've reached the point where I've got to tell the truth.
We're about 8 minutes in now. All right. Who's Cam going to rip next?
Yeah. I'm not working for anybody anymore anyway. I work for Chris.
All right. So we've got Toronto Blue Jay playoff tickets on sale here.
It's Crop King Seeds, Gabe. Crop King Seeds.
You want to go to a World Series game, it'll only cost you about $5,800.
Know what I love? Another thing that I love? It's funny. Like, my buddy Vince is like the biggest
You better
Blue
be
Jay
a
fan
fucking
ever.
Crop King.
Yeah.
I tell you, if you don't have like a fucking 800 plants in a barn somewhere, you're not going to a World Series game. So
know what the best
you better
was?
get yourself some Crop King so you can afford to go to the games.
Great point, Morency. So, me and my buddy Vince, who's like the biggest Blue Jay in forever, where was the thank you when we watched them play the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Houston Astros hanging out with the fucking animals in the Section 500 when tickets were $8, when the Jays couldn't get a lick, when they were losing 14-2. Now all of a sudden I got to pay $6 before I'm going to a baseball game.
Look at this.
But I got to be honest with you. I'm going to be a bigger man, Morency. I went on my little tirade. I'm not going to let my hatred for one certain network go against.
I got to be honest.
I cheer for. I get it. They're owned by a bunch of jerks, but you know what? I can't let that happen. I've been a Jay fan since I was a kid. I'm a bigger man than that. End of discussion.
It's
Thanks, Oliver. I agree. Oliver, our IT guy, he's down
great.
with it.
We're to the point now where only people that work on the show are laughing. It's just like I saw a documentary on Morton Downey Jr. The other day.
Oh, the original Big Mouth.
Yeah, the original Big Mouth. You make me want to puke. He's got some vegetarian chick, red meat will kill you. He's like, I eat a steak every day, I smoke 2 packs a day, and I have about 8 drinks. And I'm American, and I love it. Guy's dead now. But, I look back on him, great talk show host. He sort of changed, the dynamic.
The other guy should be giving him resistance.
He started the chaos and yelling at everybody thing. But I didn't really realize his rise and fall was less than 2 years. Well. It was quicker than you and me.
How was ours? 6 months? No,
actually,
we made it for about 4.
Yeah, well, no, we're still going. We're still going.
We're still rocking, brother.
So here, you can get into a World Series game if they make it for $160. That's the cheapest ticket. Except, they have like 2 of those tickets for sale. Fuck. It's like, and the rest of them, $640 for upper deck. What's the most you ever paid for a sporting event?
Wow, Gabe, that's a great question.
Probably not a lot, huh?
Not a lot, because when I was with you, actually, what it was? Actually, it was with you, and we were at
the UFC.
And we were coming
when you
off
bought counterfeit UFC tickets?
Basically, it was worse than a Simpsons episode. Me and Morency met this guy. The guy had great tickets. He's like, hey, man, I'll get you guys $300 cash or getting in. And I'm like, ooh, I'm kind of a $4 player. Like, I like general admission. But I'll never forget. We were on a hot Tootsie Roll at the Sahara that day.
Frankenbowl.
Yeah, me and Frankenbowl, and we go in there, and you know what? We bought the tickets, but they were crackers. They were like, it was kind of like Homer Simpson. They were saltines, like they weren't even real. Remember, they were counterfeit tickets, and we didn't even get.
I'm inside the event.
Just my luck, Hainser. I buy tickets to a UFC event. Hey, these tickets are made of crackers. They're fake.
Cam's.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding
me?
I
Cam.
just gave this guy with one arm.
I'm like,
$300. He looked legit.
That's a pretty shitty luck, man.
I'm like, where the hell are you, Cam? He's like, we're coming in. Then he can't come in. I come outside in the lobby of the Mandalay there.
Yeah.
Fucking Cam and Frankenbowl are there.
I miss Frankenbowl.
We bought fake tickets. Fuck, we got ripped off. But these guys are such nice guys. They let you in. Remember? They're like, all right.
And they said, we feel bad.
Yeah, we feel bad for you guys.
But you got to come in after a couple fights. We're not that nice. We're not going to let you get the whole card. But if you wait about 3 or 4 fights, we might just let you in.
In other words, go back to the casino, lose some money, and come back.
They love.
And so World Series, speaking of this, and we'll get him on next week, Richard Garner.
Yeah.
Richard Garner, of course, last time the Blue Jays won the World Series, Richard Garner stormed the field, got on the field.
Yep.
And, of course, Richard Garner is legendary at sneaking into the Rogers Center.
He knows a couple
he went on national television that time.
I actually know where he goes, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
It is what it is. I've been there.
Garner boasts about this on national television. The security guy's watching us. Hey, Richard, good job, but that was 20 years ago. You can't get in. And Richard's like, I bet you I can. So Richard repeatedly sneaks in, even though he's a professional, whatever, a lot of things, Richard. Entrepreneur.
He is an entrepreneur.
Yeah, Richard Gard's entrepreneur.
Well,
so
what the kind best of guy? He paid for his domicile with gold bricks.
Listen, we're in Vegas, and he's going to sneak into the MGM. It's like a fucking airport security in there. LVPD cops everywhere, airport security metal detectors. I'm like, there's no way you're sneaking in here, Richard. It's impossible. It's like Fort Knox. You're in a Vegas casino. There's cops everywhere. And lo and behold, man, he just lingered around and stuff. He waited till he saw the UFC executives all in suits and shit. Yep. Garner piggybacked them, got in them, got on his cell phone and talked to nobody. I'm coming in right now, and everything better be ready when I get there. And he fucking nodded. And Garner's intimidated. He's got that look, and he's tailing the UFC guys. The cops just open up the fucking door. Garner's like, I'm coming in right now. Yeah, I'll be there in a second. Yeah, you guys better be fucking ready. Garner just went all boss-like. Fucking cops and fucking Vegas fucking hustlers that never get hustled are like, yes, sir, come on in. Yeah, Garner's like, no problem. Got in easy. So, you know what, Garner? You're going to have to get us into the World Series next week.
You're right, Morency. Like, for a guy that, like, he's not physically, like, he has no muscles. He's not really intimidating. He's not big. He's not like Al the Exterminator that when you look at him, you think he might slice you up with a couple chops. Like Garner looks like a regular guy, but he has that thing.
He's like the Incredible Hulk. He's like the Hulk, the nice guy hitchhiking.
He has that crazy switch where when he goes bonkers, you're like, I don't really want to deal with this guy right now. Because Garner's intimidating. He's a little bit scary sometimes.
All right. So we're going to take some phone calls a little bit later on. There's a lot of stuff to get to.
They keep on talking about Mary Brown's fried chicken in the chat. I love Mary Brown's fried chicken. Only in Mississauga. Hey, Gabe, I'll tell you, you love chicken like me. I love chicken and biscuits. I would love to get a deal with Mary Brown's fried chicken. If they can deliver some right now, that'd be great.
Well, I know
who the hell's who? Oh, all
right.
Okay, sorry. Something's going on here in the background there.
All right. Is Joe Fortenbaugh ready right now?
Oh, hey, that's what Hainser. There we go. All
right, it's been a great show so far. It's been 15 minutes, pretty much a Hainser-free show. More of us, less of you is a better thing, Hainser, for this show. I heard you sort of try to chirp in there earlier, but we'll get to you a little bit later on. We want to thank the Crop King. What a fucking commercial, that Crop King. What a fucking commercial.
I got to be honest with you.
You truly are the king, sir. You truly are the king.
I've been a Santa Claus at a couple children's events because I got that jolly personality, but after seeing that, I really want to be the Crop King for special occasions because that guy is awesome.
All right, let's talk.
Chris, can I dress up as the Crop King or what? Okay, here we go. Okay.
I'd pay to see you dressed up as the Crop King. All right, there's a lot of crops in the Bay Area.
How about the Prop King?
Yeah, I like that, the Prop King. You know, I forgot I got it from an old school guy. He said, I used to love you guys on the score on Game On. He called me Major Wager.
Major Wager!
I forgot about being called Major Wager.
Major Wager.
That was when I had a bankroll. Now I'm not Major Wager
we're
anymore.
Not Major Wager anymore.
Yeah, Joe Fortenbaugh's got a big bankroll. Steps up and in from San Francisco. Joe, welcome to the show. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me on. Really looking forward to talking some football with you again, Cam.
Yeah, you got it, Joe. We miss you in Vegas. I know you're a party animal, but how's the Bay City treating you? You got to love San Francisco. What a city.
You know, I've been having a real good time since I got here. It's been hectic, but the weather's obviously a little bit cooler. And, hey, how about the 49ers? They continue to give us news story after news story, so we're never short on coverage.
Well, I wanted to ask you about
them. They might suck this year pretty bad.
Yes, I wanted to ask you about that because the national perception is the 49ers are going to be terrible this year. You know, they had the constant exodus in the offseason. We don't have to rehash that. How's the camp been, and are the low expectations realistic from what you've seen so far? I know they smashed the crap out of the Cowboys the other night, but what's your take on this football team?
I can't put a whole lot of stock into that Cowboys game because the starters played such a limited role. Dallas's front offensive line, one of, if not the best offensive lines in the business, didn't even play really in that game. I think there was only one starter. Romo played one series, no Dez Bryant, so tough to get a real good gauge on it. But here's how it is with the 49ers. The mass exodus of talent that has left this team, either retirement or free agency. Both starting corners, Patrick Willis, Chris Borland, Justin Smith, Frank Moore, Michael Crabtree, Anthony Davis, Mike Iupati. The list goes on and on. You take all that talent off an 8-8 team. You take Jim Harbaugh, one of the winningest regular season head coaches of all time, won damn near 70% of his games during the regular season. You remove all that from an equation, and then on top of it, you throw one of the league's most difficult schedules into the mix. I don't know how this team's going to get back to 8-8. A lot of former players and a lot of players on the 49ers speak very highly of Jim Tomsula. But this season's going to come down to one thing. Can Colin Kaepernick emerge as the franchise quarterback this team hoped he would be when they drafted him? If the answer to that is yes, I think the 49ers can challenge for 8 or 9 wins. But if Kaepernick doesn't elevate his game, that schedule's brutal. Monday night against Minnesota is going to be very difficult. The Vikings are going to be much better than expected this year. Then you've got a road date on short rest against an AFC opponent with an early start time against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's on 10 days rest for that game following the season opener with New England. And then you've got Arizona, Seattle, the Packers, the Giants. It goes on and on and on. It could be a very brutal season for 49ers.
I think they'll be lucky to be 6-10.
That's what I say. And Joe brings up some good points. Are we looking at 6-10, 7-9? That's what I'm thinking.
I think 7-9 somewhat of a reach. The Rams, we'll see what happens with the Rams. We know Arizona and Seattle are both top-notch football teams.
Rams will be better.
What's the deal with the rugby player, man? Because I keep hearing, he can't make the team, but all he does is keep making plays.
Jared Hayne has absolutely been the story of the preseason down here, and you know what? Rightfully so. With a 49ers offseason that's been nothing but negativity, from the retirements to rest. I mean, the Ahmed Brooks news just came out that he's not going to play at Denver this weekend. He's got to come back and face charges on a sexual assault incident that happened in December with Ray McDonald. You know, having a guy like Jared Hayne, this positive force that's come through, has really gotten the fans excited. The problem is the 49er running back depth chart is deep. You've got Carlos Hyde, who's going to be your starter. You've got Reggie Bush in the mix, Kendall Hunter, rookie Mike Davis. So in terms of making it as a running back, based on how deep they are and at the same time how unpolished Hayne is as a running back, it's going to be difficult to make the squad there. But Kendall Hunter hasn't really practiced at all this preseason. He could be on the outside looking in, and he's slightly more expensive than Hayne. Hayne has, however, cut his teeth on punt return, and the 49ers in the second half of that game against Dallas started incorporating him on kickoff team, which to me makes it seem like Jim Tomsula wants this guy to make the roster. Here's the interesting note. Over the last 4 years, the 49ers punt return unit has gotten worse in terms of yards per return every single year, until last year where they ranked 29th in the NFL in punt return yards, and they've only scored one punt return touchdown in the last 4 seasons. If Hayne continues to produce like this as a punt returner, I think he's got a good shot at making this team.
Well, conversely, Joe, let's take a look at the other team in the Bay Area. You know what? I think the Raiders are going to cover a lot of numbers this year. I think I like what they're doing. They got a lot of young talent. What about Amari Cooper? Gabe, you got him Rookie of the Year. What is it?
Dark horse, Joe. Rookie of the Year. Sleeper.
8 to
Everyone's
1?
talking about Amir Abdullah right now. Something I came up with, guys, looking at this. 3 of the last 4 rookies of the year in the NFL from the SEC. 4 of the last 6 from the SEC. We got Amari Cooper at 8 to 1. We got Todd Gurley in the 8 to 1 range. I like Gurley a lot, but I'm not sure about, the Rams could be real bad. Maybe they're not going to be able to run the ball as much as they want to. Well, like Cam is
saying, what about the Raiders covering some numbers?
I'm not saying the Raiders are a 7-9 football team, but I'm telling you, man, the Raiders +6, +7 at home, +4.5 at home. I'll be taking these guys. I think they're going to cover some numbers this year, like Cam is saying.
As it pertains to Rookie of the Year, yeah, I think you're on to something with Amari Cooper. This guy is every bit as good as advertised, but more importantly, 2 aspects. One, he is a very hard, very disciplined, very focused worker. Guy's picking up the playbook, and he's doing everything you want a rookie first-round pick to do, something the Raiders have swung and missed on quite a bit over the last decade. Number 2, he and Derek Carr are forming an alliance very quickly. Whereas Kaepernick and Torrey Smith have yet to complete a pass to one another in the preseason, Carr and Cooper have been going at each other for 2 straight games. He's been targeting him left and right in limited action. They're doing everything they can to get this kid up to speed in a hurry. Well, I think Amari Cooper's got a great shot. Now, like you said, Amir Abdullah, he could have a big year. I'd rule out Todd Gurley, not because he's not talented. I just think coming off that knee injury, it's going to take some time to get up to speed. As it pertains to the Raiders, this is the most excited this fan base has been about this team in quite some time.
Defense is buzzing.
There's a possibility to have a franchise quarterback in Derek Carr, Amari Cooper and Michael Crabtree together, along with Latavius Murray. Fantasy owners should look out. Latavius Murray could be a guy that has a big season. Everyone likes him, and Jack Del Rio loves that power running game. He's kind of a baby Adrian Peterson in terms of size and speed, especially the burst he exhibits at that size that he's carrying around. The Raiders do not have as easy a schedule as a team who finished last place should, but here's the key for this team this year. They may not win a whole lot of games, but last year they were outscored by an average of 13 points per game. This is not the Big 12. This is professional football. You shouldn't be getting run out of the building by 2 touchdowns every single week. What the Raiders need to do this year is lose a lot of close games. They need to learn what that's like so they can build off of that and then come back in 2 years and figure out how to close those games out late. Same thing happened with the Detroit Lions under Jim Schwartz. They lost a lot of games by 1 score, and then the next season they came out and won 10 games and went to the playoffs. The Raiders are a team that can do that, but they got to learn how to lose close games first.
Joe, I got to ask you, is it just me? I was watching the Raiders the other night. Is it just me, or since when is Jack Del Rio as blonde as this? Has he got the hair dye special going? Is he doing the local sponsor?
Yeah, GLH, great looking hair.
I love it. He goes to California. He's like all Cali now. Hey, he had like his hair some sort of weird blonde, or it's almost like the same color as Donald Trump's hair.
What you got to figure is Rio's back in the Bay Area where he grew up, and he's been doing all this training camp up in Napa Valley, so a little bit of flair probably fits the area quite well.
Or being the head coach of the Raiders makes your hair go gray.
Exactly.
So he's thinking ahead.
He's one step away.
But, me and Cam are both Buffalo Bull guys, and you know what? Khalil Mack has lived up to the hype.
Awesome.
He's becoming a leader, and I've been following the Raiders in the preseason, guys, pretty closely, like you, Joe. And I like what I see from this defense. You Ken Norton Jr. in there. There seems to be an excitement,
new attitude,
some youth, and some aggression, almost some pride with this football team. Like I said, the season win total's 5.5.
Over.
I think they can get there. Actually, I really do.
I agree with you guys. I agree. If I was going to play that, I'd play over as well. Like I said earlier, I think the schedule is a little bit more difficult than people realize for a last place team, but 6 wins is definitely doable. The 49ers, on the other hand, when they opened 8.5, the under looked great. Even at 7, I was willing to play it, but now that it's down to 6.5, I'm scratching my head a bit. I think there's been so much sucked out, and they've got a few games at the end of the season that if they can keep the shit together, they should find a way to win. So I don't know if I play under 6.5, but for the Raiders, I do feel they can get the 6 wins this year.
All right. Hey, listen, Joe, before we go, I'm a diehard Buffalo Bill fan. I have been with Joe Ferguson. What's your take? Rex Ryan says we're going to make the playoffs, period. Do you go with Matt Castle and his Taylor capacity, or have you bought into the Tyrod Taylor show?
Here's the thing with Buffalo. If you've got 2 quarterbacks, you've got no quarterbacks. They're not going to go that far until they get a legitimate starting quarterback under center. But that being said, Rex Ryan is a true players coach. He's a great motivator, and he's going to have an excellent defense. Buffalo should be a top 5 defensive unit this year, and don't sleep on the fact that the Bills have one of the better home field advantages in all of the National Football League. I ran a bunch of numbers on this a few years ago. It's surprising how many games they'll cover at Ralph Wilson Stadium. They have a solid home field advantage. I'd call that top 5 in the NFL as well. People just don't want to give them credit because they don't win a lot of games. But I think between Rex, I think between the running backs, if they can get healthy, I like Sammy Watkins, and I think the defense is going to be nasty. This team's going to be a tough out. The problem is quarterback. Once they get themselves a quarterback, they can start to contend. What they've got now, it's not going to be good enough.
All right, listen, before we let you go, I know you got another engagement to attend to here this evening. I'm just looking at the season win totals here right now. We can't hit every team, but I'm impressed with the direction of the Minnesota Vikings. I know you are, Cam. And season win total, Joe, 7.5, minus 150 over 7.5. But Bridgewater is the real deal. He has developed. They're raving about Charles Johnson being the best wide receiver that they have. I'm not a fan of AP, the person. I think he's a horrible person and a horrible father. But he's a hell of a running back, and he's got a chip on his shoulder. We know the defense is going to be good under Zimmer. 7.5 seems a little bit low to me, in my opinion, in this division. I think they get there.
Yeah, I already played that one. I couldn't agree with you guys more. I love that over. That's one of my top plays, both pro and college, for the season, for all the reasons you mentioned. Teddy Bridgewater came on real strong at the end of last year, but when you throw a healthy, rested, motivated, pissed off Adrian Peterson in the mix, he's going to suck 7, 8 guys up to the line of scrimmage, and he's going to make Teddy Bridgewater's job that much easier. You also add Mike Wallace, who isn't nearly as good as the contract he signed in Miami, but he can blow the top off of defense and stretch that field a little bit further. I think they've got something cooking on defense, too, so watch out. I like this team over that total, and I like them catching 1.5, 2 points at San Francisco Monday night to start the season.
Oh, I love where you're going with that already with week 1 picks. You're the first one out of the gate. Hey, Joe, it's great to catch up with you, man. Thanks a lot for taking the time to be with us, huh?
Always a pleasure, boys. Thanks so much for having me, and best of luck this season.
Love you, Joe. I love Joe Fortenbaugh.
Joe Fortenbaugh knocks it out of the park.
Joe Fortenbaugh, basically, like right there, bam. Like you know what I love? I love people who are jacked up and excited. Exactly.
He always is. That's why he's a pro. That's why everyone loves Joe.
That's right. Exactly.
Right.
He agreed with a lot of things we're saying. Raiders over. Minnesota over.
I'm telling you.
Niners under.
I have a lot of people at the Fantasy Sports Network and on Twitter, the Raiders over you. They're on the Raiders this. When you're playing season win totals, it's like stocks, man. You're not buying fucking Apple at $700. You're looking for fucking Grand Canyon University, man, at fucking 36. You're looking for the WWE stock at $9.
Great hole. If I can get WWE stock at $9,
you know what?
Rolling?
I'm 100% in right now. I've always been somewhat of a wrestling fan, but SummerSlam was awesome the other night. I watched it at the Fight Network. I'm watching the UFC and stuff. Hell, we're covering the UFC on a Fight Network. We had the sound up on SummerSlam.
Damn right.
It was that good. It's that entertaining. Vince is doing a great job right now. Like, very entertaining. Was 4 hours of entertainment. They got a ton of hot chick divas fucking submitting, rolling around and stuff. They got Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker. Yeah. They got it all, and props to you. We nailed it last week. I really have to start betting on this more. My problem is I bet it's sort of real sports books. I need to get to the more of the frivolous stuff, but because I'm leaving too much money on the fucking table.
You know what the best
Every
is?
fucking pay-per-view card, I'm nailing fucking winners. I lost money on the UFC the other night. I went 3-0 in the WWE.
You should have
I gotta start betting more. Fuck.
Hey, you should have parlayed Seth Rollins and The Undertaker, Morency.
You called it. It was obvious.
Actually, I did call. The thing about wrestling is, the best is, I don't care if it's circled. Say you find a sports book that says even $100 or $500 max bet. You can't tell me that The Undertaker's going to go out losing to you got to set up the rematch, man. Basically, it's like taking candy from a baby. Like, honestly, Morency, people was like, hey, they're giving away money in Vegas. No. They're giving away money in WWE betting. That's what you want to do. If you want to lay it down, like I don't like to go to the bank and say, teller, can I get as much money out as I can because I'm going to throw it down on a wrestling bet? But you're not going to lose that bet because anything could happen.
Shout out to our boy Ghost Kid in Los Angeles, California. Kid. He put $2,000 on Del Rio a couple of years ago.
Really?
They thought they were pushing the Hispanic angle. He lost.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Del Rio.
Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, Del Rio.
Cohen's favorite.
But listen, yeah.
Cohen loves Alberto Del Rio.
I'm actually a Seth Rollins fan.
I love the guy.
Yeah, he's great. He's great on the mic. I just love the old school wrestling angle of ripping the local sports team.
Oh, exactly.
He goes into Cleveland, he looks over, and he sees Johnny Manziel.
Suck.
He's like, the Browns suck. And he sees Manziel there, and it's not planned either. Yeah. He doesn't know Manziel, and he's like, no, I don't even like him. He was asked after, and he's like, there's Johnny Idiot Face. He's like, how's rehab, loser? Like, just, totally ripping him. He's ripping nice. Brady the other night there. I like that old angle.
Hey, it's heels, buddy. I like that, too. That's the best. Hey, Cleveland, the city of losers. And everyone's like, yeah, boo. It's like, you guys suck. You can't even get laid in this town.
So people are saying, how can you bet on wrestling?
I bet on wrestling.
I'd rather bet on wrestling. Horse racing's fucking fixed, and half the time, the fucking jockey falls off the horse, or at least it seems half the time that Cam bets on a horse. What's up with that, Cam? Your horse is either fucking run in the wrong direction, fucking jockeys fall off, or the computer breaks down when you're trying to get your play in. What happened today?
You know what the worst is, too, when I go to Shoeless Joe's and bet the horse race? I love the clientele. So the guy beside me, there's two Bills. There's Wild Bill, who's the cowboy. He works at a paint store. And then there's Successful Bill, who basically bets stocks and makes a killing. This guy's blazer's worth about $600. It's hot. So I'm up there. I go, hey, who do you like at Saratoga? Who do you like at Saratoga, Morency? And you know what? I start to look at the horses. I like their body language. Tip on horse racing. Like me, you don't want a horse that sweats too much. A horse that sweats too much, he's got a little bit of a lather or foam. That means he's working too hard. He's got problems. I don't know if he has to go back to the stable. Really, he doesn't have the rent money for Mrs. Horse. He's got problems.
What if the horse takes
what if the horse groceries? It's one of those situations.
What if the horse
stress?
What if the horse takes a dump? Some people are like, oh, that's a good thing. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a horrible thing. Everyone's like, this guy comes up to me, this guy at the bar. Hey, and I love smoking. Gabe, you like smoking? This guy's always smoking. And he tells me, he's like, you know what? He goes, I love that horse. Oh, Juju joints are great. I love the horse that will, lay a 2 or 3 pounder down on the ground. I'm like, I go, here's a tip, bud. I love taking dumps too, but you know what? I don't want to run afterwards. I want to go for a nice, cool nap. Because after, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of problems, and I'll tell you, I just want to fucking go to sleep. You think that horse wants to run? He's like, oh, he's lighter. He's lighter. You can feel it. He's light. He's flying. He ain't fucking light. He's dead, and he won't know what the thing is about horses. He won't jam, because after that, he's just about ready to make that move and go, ooh, that shit was so smooth that he doesn't care if finishing last. I bet a race today at Saratoga because a successful guy was wearing a blazer. It was worth more than my mortgage payment. I go, yeah, I like the 4-horse, too. I looked for the back tape. He wasn't sweating too much. Comes in there, Gabe. What happens? Oh, yeah, the race is on. I feel a little frisky. You go 5 across the board, $15, 10 across the board, $30. Whatever you want to do. Come in there. My horse, again. This happens probably Once a card, my jockey goes fucking 10 feet in the sky. He's dead. He's starfished on the turf. That horse is moving. And there's nothing worse when you bet a horse without a jockey. That fucking horse, taking a shit. This horse went, and he's like, he's lapping. The other horse is laughing. I don't care. And at the end, I go, that's great. He won by 17 lengths, but there was no human on him, so I don't get paid. When your jockey
Yeah, if
falls
the horse
off,
crosses the line first, you should get paid.
that's what I'm thinking too. But the thing is, you need a human on the horse to get paid. So I'm thinking, when the jockey falls off, you want the horse not to know where he's going. Like, hey, I don't like that steel pole, or that looks kind of tricky around that turn there. But this horse was really smart. He's like, I'm angling it. He was smooth. He was like Gaetan Boucher. Remember back in the day when he used to smoke everybody speed skating? He's like, fuck everyone.
All right, so
this horse was
what other
smooth.
tips do you have her? So you don't want a horse that's fucking all lathered up and sweating.
Another horse.
You don't want a horse that's dropping a big dump fuck right before the race starts. What's another tip?
No dumps.
Cam's tips.
No dumps. No lather. No double tape. When the horse has tape on front and back, and he's kind of meh. He can win once in a while, but I don't like that shit.
You don't want tape on all four legs.
And when he's running on turf, I like a little bit of back tape, but not like a meter's worth, like a couple centimeters, just to give him that.
Hold on, Hainser's asking something. Here, Hainser.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Let me just say, when you want to say something, why don't you wait till when neither of us are talking, as opposed to like saying something at the same time? Did anybody hear what you just said? Did you hear what Hainser said?
I have no idea what he said.
Blinkers. Let me ask you.
What about blinkers in a horse?
Blinkers. I think blinkers are good.
Actually, blinkers are good. I'll tell you. Sorry, is that the? Hey Al, who do I thank for the peanut butter muffins?
Yeah, what are you drinking here, and what are you eating here? You drinking some Kool-Aid?
I got some raspberry. Thanks to it says Unicorn Phones, Unicorn Foods, Stephanie. I want to thank our friends at Unicorn for the raspberry strawberry beverage. It's amazing. Our friend's wife baked these biscuits. I'm eating them like they're peanut butter cups, but. Oh, sorry, Melissa. What did I call you?
Stephanie?
I called her Stephanie. I thought I called her Barbara.
Barbara.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's
Melissa.
bad enough we called her Jennifer last week.
Oh my God, we can't. Spin her up, Gabe. Spin her. Melissa, Melissa, you're actually a very, very good person.
What name is next?
Pancakes. Yeah, blinders. Yeah. They're called blinkers, not blinders. Cars have blinkers. Thanks, Drusilla. You're right. I'm so high. I don't know what's going on. They're called blinkers, not blinders.
Somebody asked if your neighbors are still cooking cabbage.
Oh, yeah, they always cook cabbage, man. Did I tell you the story what happened last week? Me and my dad, I got a broken oven, right? So I have a ceramic top. A pan came up, smashed my ceramic top. I called everybody in from Canada, North America. They don't replace them. I basically pissed away a $1,000 oven. I got another one there I bought on Kijiji for $70. It's in my hallway. My dad's 73 years old.
Oh, there's a bomb.
Hey, is that the Blue Jays? Hey, you can put it on the board. Yes. What's this? What do we like to do? Smoke. Woo, Justin, smoke. Yeah. Hey,
that's not bad.
Smokey.
It's not bad.
No, who's the guy last week?
When he hits a home run, they should say,
remember the guy
light it up.
I'm Edwin Encarnacion, the robot guy that was coming over. He one of Chris's buddies, that freak. I don't know.
The lawyer.
Yeah, the lawyer. Yeah, remember the first time we met him, he goes, I don't know about you guys. Like, I don't know how things are going. Hey, thanks.
Okay, listen, we got to take a break here.
Barnes.
We got to get to a commercial break. Before we do, I'm just looking over Hainser, and I'm wondering, I don't see the Crop King medallion around your neck.
Yeah, it looks like it's been pilfered. I'm none too happy about that, I must say.
In other words, you're telling us, in other words, you're telling us we give you the responsibility and the honor. Jazz in BC was insulted that you were actually referenced as the Crop King. We just
I've
ran.
known weed before.
I just ran an ad. You lost the fucking crown.
Well, I'm not here during the week, so I don't know what happened to
You're
me.
here all the time. You don't even leave when we leave. I don't even know what you do here.
Know what, though? In Hainser's defense, Oliver sleeps here. Like when I come in to see how when I come in to check on the equipment, he's listening to Bach. Like he's got hey, hooked on the classics part 3, and this fucking guy is like going
Stephanie is saying over here. I love you, Cam, but this has nothing to do with the Crop King medallion.
Good point.
Melissa,
it's Melissa. God damn it!
I'm aware, Hainser.
Yeah. So tip.
All right, Hainser.
The horse. What's my final horse tip? Yeah,
last horse tip. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Pick a fast one.
Yeah, pick one that's not sweating too much with good tape. And he looks, there I go. What do we got here?
All right, we're going to take some phone calls. We're going to take a break.
Are we going to spin the MIB
wheel
of prizes?
First off, let everyone know about the treasure hunt on Halloween.
Thanks. Good call, Gabe.
Ooh, it's Halloween.
Ooh, spooky.
Hey, you got to be in costume, dressed up as King Diamond. It's Halloween.
King Diamond. Do you play with King Diamond too, or just the Killer Dwarfs?
In fact, you know what the name of King Diamond of Merciful Fate's record? One of their first records. Melissa.
Hey, Melissa.
Yeah, it's kind of they're singing about
called Barb.
Yeah,
or Barbara. Sorry. Gabe, I don't know. No, Melissa's good people. We've had a lot of shady people in the past. Melissa's she's a stand-up person. She's really, really solid.
All right, so that is correct. That is correct.
I don't know what's in this.
No, we got I'll do it. We got the treasure hunt here. October 31st. You got to come in costume. It's a treasure hunt. You have to have a medicinal card, but there's going to be all kinds of goodies spread out throughout the park.
$25K.
You have to be in costume, but no cop costumes allowed.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Then you're disqualified. Yeah, that's no good. That's no good.
Sorry, on the chat board, does Hainser have Tourette's? Al the Exterminator loves it. He's loving it. Hey, we never
come on. Really? That's what you're laughing about over there, Al?
Here, Cosmo.
No, that's just me, brother.
I love it. Know what I love about...
Put the cat up on the table. Show people how big this cat is.
I love this cat because he's fat like me.
This is what medicinal marijuana does to cats.
Yeah. Can I bring Cosmo up or no? It's pretty high, Al. 170 over 90.
This cat's massive.
Yeah, we're going to put him on the table. Don't worry, Cosmo. Don't worry.
It's all good, buddy.
We love you. We love you. You're my best friend. We're both cats. This is because I tell you, I'm a real dog guy.
He's bigger than a dog.
But I love this cat. He's always my friend. Ask. I was gonna say I'm never gonna call her Barb, but ask Melissa when I come over. Who loves Cam? Like this cat and me, we're buddies now. Because you know what? When you got a big paunch, fat guys stick together. It's just the way it works.
That's okay.
Me and Cosmo, we love it.
I noticed Cam buddies with this cat. He's like, yeah, us fat guys stick together.
Yeah. I love this cat. This cat's pretty cool though. He's chill. He just wants to party.
No, we should note Hainser doing a great job so far this evening. But we should also note we haven't really taken too many phone calls yet.
I got to tell you something, Morency, I wasn't supposed to say. I think we should do some pre-recorded calls just to see if we can get through the segment smooth.
That's right. Well, actually, it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that.
No, because when Fortenbaugh was on, it was a great interview. People were like, your speakers blow. Hey, I want.
Yeah, you guys complained about the phone.
You know Radio Shack?
It's basically, Joe Fortenbaugh just proved it. It's you guys that call in. You guys suck. It's not us. It's you. So you got to leave Hainser alone. It's not even Hainser's fault. We just heard Joe Fortenbaugh sound crystal clear.
So it's got to be something.
And another thing is, too, if you're going to call in, it's got to be a good call. Me and Cam referenced this earlier. The sports talk radio level of calls have gone down immensely.
It's true.
To the point where that's why no hosts want to take calls anymore.
Yeah. Used to be that one angry drunk. I love Dion Phaneuf. Like, lay off. Now it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you guys don't even know what the hell's going on.
We got a great email here. It says, Joe from Scarborough. Great show, guys.
Yeah, no, Joe, that's so strong. We should give him some. Because honestly,
Cam
Barb, do we got him a prize or what? Gabe, you gotta love this cat, though. I know your cat. He suffers
my cat's getting better. She's getting better.
Are you seeing it?
Yeah.
People think, Morency, you're a great owner. You paid a lot of money to keep that cat alive. You're a good person. People don't know. Morency dropped like a paycheck to keep that cat alive. He's a good guy.
I've dropped about 2 dimes in the last month or so.
About 3.
No, it's all good.
Don't worry, Cosmo. Everything's gonna be okay.
It's all good, buddy.
We'll go take a break, Cosmo. Are we good? Are we going to take a break?
All right, let's take that break. What's the phone number here, Hainser?
Yeah, what's the phone?
Give people the phone number right here to call. Thanks to MIB for making this show possible. The Treasure Hunt, High Park, October
Juju
31st.
Joints, Unicorn Foods, and Crop
yeah.
King Seeds.
Yeah, we'll talk some unicorn
Friends,
stuff.
Real friends.
And our friends over at Remo.
Remo.
Remo Grow as well.
Not the Repo Man, the Remo Man.
This is the real weed man, not that fake weed man on TV. The weed man on TV, weed man, he's trying to kill your weed. He's not a good weed man. These Remo guys are good guys.
Yeah, this guy in the line. Hey, first pussy Cam's had in a month. Hey, thanks, Rob H. That's pretty good. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, that's good. Hit the music. Hit the music.
Rick here from Juju Joints, and we're here today to talk about some of our competition. We'll open it up, we'll see how they're made, and we'll compare them to Juju. The first one I'm going to start with is called Hush Puff. It says there's 300 milligrams of CO2 oil in here. You should get between 400 and 500 puffs. So I'm going to just take this apart. There's a chip here at the front end. Okay, very typical. The issue that I find with cotton is one that it adds a taste to the material, to your whatever you're vaping, and it's never going to release everything. So supposedly what you have is half a gram of oil in this little piece of cotton. Everything's plastic, maybe this is fiberglass, I don't know. Your little wires and a battery. So it's very typical construction. This oil has to be cut with something in order to get it to be that liquid. There's a tiny heating element inside this plastic tube. That's probably soldered onto these two wires. Don't know what kind of solder they use, but it makes things taste nasty. I doubt you'll actually ever get all the oil out of this little piece of cotton, and it will affect the taste. The next one here is called Happy Jack. Comes in a simple tube. Very little information on these guys, no website. What I have found is they're selling between $35 and $40, and they claim somewhere between 70 and 100 hits. All right, now this one, this is interesting. New construction. This has got a small capsule that they'll fill with their oil. This has to be filled individually and then slid down into the cartridge, hopefully to marry up exactly with this heating chamber so that everything lines up. It's a very sticky oil, very small battery, probably the smallest battery I've seen. All right, so the next one we have here is called Bumblebee. This supposedly has 1,000 milligrams of oil in it. And again, you're going to be dependent on these two little wicks to pull everything in. So when I've tried this stick in the past, it'll hit really nice, and then your second hit will be empty. Well, it's because it's got to wait for the oil to wick back down and in. And the chances of all the oil coming out is like none. Yeah, these are soldered on. I really hate to see solder. These are all manufactured in China. Just to point out, Juju has all of their sticks laser welded. Okay, this is from Bang. They're offering theirs up in, looks like color-coded for sativas. Interesting, they color-code the end. I kind of like that. Let's cut off the front end. And here it is. This is the unit. Ooh, now it's permanently on. Ooh, this could be a problem. Meltdown. Well, all right, you can see what happens. Here's the burn mark from that thing taking off. You see the oil is supposedly saturated in this. But take a look, all right? The oil doesn't go all the way through the material, so it's all trapped in a few spots. Now, when you're making CO2 oil, most of it's going to come out in the 60 to 70% range. So if this is 25%, that tells me that they've had to cut this by at least 2/3, and that's how you get material viscous enough to come into here. There's just no way that you're going to get 100% of this. All right, our next one is called Golden Extracts. I've already opened this one up, and actually I was trying it earlier, but you see it's the exact same construction as everybody else, using the cotton wicking. And this is where I really learned about it taking time in between each puff in order to refill the wick. And I guess I was getting frustrated and I thought it was done, but so of their 1 gram, they have to definitely make it more viscous, more liquid. They've had to add oil or VG, PG to it. Our last one for today is Kerr. I mean, nice packaging, black, disposable vape stick. 3 of them in here, no mess, no smell, no charging needed. I like that. You open it up, it's all about the bling with the diamond tip in the end. Whoa, that piece is gone. Oh, out it comes. It looks like they use a nice dark, thick, heavy oil, but exact same construction again as everybody else. Just looking at how much oil I can see squirted in here, it's not much. This one has a better wicking feature. They're longer, so they would reach up and down and pull more in. Some of these have claimed pure oil in their sticks, but I don't know how they get that to run through with the cotton. I know when we take a look at our oil, it's so thick that I would never try and put this in cotton just because of, well, it would stick and you wouldn't get all of it out. It's going to cause taste. I want to show you a Juju stick. And if you can see this, this has the oil in the bottom, all right? And that is pure liquid oil. You can see it flowing. You can see we used no cotton inside. We have a very special heating chamber here. This unit was made specifically for CO2 oil. And one of the clearest differences between ours and the competition is the fact we use no cotton. Cotton will burn, cotton will import taste. Who knows what was in the cotton before you got it? No additives, nothing taken away, no coconut oil, no PG, no VG. This is probably the simplest and easiest stick to use. It was built specifically for CO2 oil, whereas most of these look like they were really taken from the e-cig world. This is how an e-cig would hold its liquid in a little piece of cotton. We designed ours for the pure oil, where we don't have to use anything to thin it out. So that's a real big difference between Juju and anything else you find in the market.
Epidose 5 continues.
Epidose. Episode.
No.
Epidose.
It's Epidose.
It is Epidose.
It is Epidose, actually, literally and figuratively. Brought to you by our good friends over at the MIB, throwing the most kick-ass treasure hunt in the history of treasure hunts. October the 31st in High Park. It's fitting in High Park in downtown Toronto. We will be there.
Pilar. Ding, 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 ding,
5-2 Blue Jays.
Hey, how's Chris? Hey, where's Chris? Is he here? We got to see his ticket. I think he's actually doing pretty good.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check in with that actually. And
there he is.
The angry. Yeah, we're gonna check in with the Real Crop Kings ticket.
Yeah.
The angry Mike Holmes, the wildlife control guy's got a couple of Pro Line tickets. He's in the house. We'll get him on for a couple of minutes. A little bit later on, somebody was asking if the gentleman in the last commercial was Jay Leno. I like what Druzilla says. Yeah, he's the Jay Leno of hash oil.
Druzilla's on fire tonight, too. He's the Jay Leno of
How come we don't open up the show with Hash Pipe by Weezer? I got my hash pipe.
Well, we got sued by who was the other opening
Kanye West. That was
you can't mess with those guys. They're too big. Actually, Hainser, we need some like shitty local band or something that no one will sue us for to use the theme song. Hey, Cosmo, how you doing? Yeah, you love it, eh? You love it. I love this cat so much.
This cat is enjoying hanging out here on the program. The cat's massive, man.
Oh, it's
how many pounds? How many pounds do you think this cat is? Like 25?
I'd say it's about 20. Yeah, no, it's a good old.
How many pounds is this cat? 20
I was gonna
pounds.
say
Wow.
28, 23 and a half. Over.
Wow.
Don't worry, Cosmo. I'm fat too. It really hurts to get around town. You get tired quicker.
It's all right, Cosmo. I got to get the scores here, buddy.
Yeah, hit the scores. Hit the scores.
Got to hit the scores. All right, we're gonna take some phone calls here. What's the number to call, Hainser?
The number is 647-347-7839.
Now we better have people lined up right now, right?
Yeah, we got a caller right around.
Yeah. Who's on hold? Because I recall asking you during the break, as the phone was ringing off the hook, if you're lining up the phone callers.
What? You mean while he was in the he's in the
he's in the bathroom and he's outside having a smoke.
Oh,
we talked about you today, Hainser. Your problem is, Hainser, the performance level isn't quite there. Yet you always tell us
That
like
everything's
somehow
under
like
control.
No, but he gave me the same like attitude. Like I'm like, is the callers line up? He's like, yeah. Don't worry about it. We're on break.
That's his move.
I said, yeah, but people call during the break, Hainser, so we don't have this chaos during the show. Like, I don't really understand what part of talk radio you don't understand. Like, when you worked at the Score, did you leave the room to get calls and tell them it was okay and you're going to have a smoke and don't worry about the phone ringing? Or is this just some sort of fucking party joke-ass fucking, some sort of, I don't know, is this like an amusement park? You lost the fucking Crop King medallion. Like, what the hell's going on here, Hainser?
Well, there was a separate room at the Score. There was a producer room, so I wouldn't need to leave the room.
I'll give you credit. You're wearing a fancy shirt tonight, eh? He's wearing a fancy shirt.
He looks like he's gonna hit Nashville North. Yeehaw!
Where you going over?
I'm Hainser. I'm going to the Kenny Chesney concert tomorrow.
No, I heard you were actually at the Blue Rodeo concert.
Yeah.
I was, actually, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, here, well, let me put in Blue Rodeo terms.
We are lost together.
No. You gotta try.
Try.
Just think about that. Every time he's there, think.
Hainser's
So
gotta
Hainser,
try.
Is that the shirt you wore at the Blue Rodeo? That looks like a shirt someone would wear at a Blue Rodeo concert. It was. Yeah, see, I figured that.
He's got a 3-shirt rotation, too.
I figured that would be your concert shirt.
Hey, Hainser, that's your concert.
Hey, come here and show people your concert shirt here, Hainser.
It's actually a nice shirt.
Yeah, this is.
No,
Yeah,
I like it.
good.
It's got the buttons instead. It's got the snaps.
All right, you know, this is fucked up. You know who else was at the Blue Rodeo concert? I saw tweeting pictures from the other night, and I know you're watching the show. White Abdul.
Whoa, White Abdul's a
Who figures that a white Muslim dude would be at a Blue Rodeo concert?
It's
along with you.
Blue Rodeo.
Hainser.
Crossing
Yeah,
genres and races.
Yeah, I guess so. Blue Rodeo. We would have thought that all the Rageaholics were big fans of Blue Rodeo. What's your favorite Blue Rodeo song there, Hainser?
Diamond Mine, actually.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That's
Diamond Mine.
Our love shines like a diamond mine.
That's not bad. It's not bad. Why don't you sing us a little Blue Rodeo?
I cannot do that.
Come on, Hainser.
Shine like a diamond mine. That's enough.
There you go. That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
We thought you were.
See, there you go.
Hey, Cosmo, you like it.
See,
too.
now you're contributing to the program.
That's what we're looking for.
So, who's on hold?
It's Nicole.
Oh,
are you sure she's still there?
I'm not.
You're not. So how do we figure this out?
I am, actually. She is still there.
Okay.
So do we hit speakerphone?
Yes, you do.
Okay, do it, Gabe. Let's see.
I'm always suspicious when women
too.
call. What's the agenda here?
Nicole.
Nicole joins us. How you doing, Nicole?
It's Dylan.
Dylan?
Oh,
Yeah, Dylan.
Oh, Dylan. Yeah, that's a lot like Nicole.
Yeah, because a female name. Okay.
I wanted to ask you, what was your favorite thing to do in Vegas?
Oh, there's a lot of things to do in Vegas, Dylan.
My favorite thing to do in Vegas was hang out at the sports book, not on a Sunday, but on one of those rare, like fucking Louisiana type of UL Monroe games. I don't know if I told you the story, Cam. I met a guy in the Stratosphere, and real dumb place at the Strat there, Dylan. And
I always wanted to go there.
Yeah, no, it is. Don't go out back. You'll get killed.
Yeah, the Stratosphere.
Don't go to the Stratosphere. I got to be honest. There's not one legitimate good reason to go to the Stratosphere. I live near there, but I'm at the Strat one night. It's fucking hilarious. Saturday night, Michigan are playing Nebraska. I decide, you know what? I'll go over to the book and watch the game. So I go over to the book. There's this kid fucking kicking shit because Michigan's losing and stuff. So I'm like, hey, he sits down. We start talking. He shows me his ticket. It's a $20 ticket. Yeah. It pays $40 back. He's like, if Michigan doesn't win, I don't eat, man. And I'm like, where are you staying? And he's like, across the street. Fuck it, like the motels where they're like $18 a night and shit like that. He's like, I'm from Alaska. He goes, I came up here to go to court. And I'm like, yeah, what happened, man? And he's like, I came up here for a wedding before, a couple of months ago. And he goes, I got to be honest with you. I got a fucking meth and a speed problem. He goes, my buddy was getting married, and I was at Palace Station in the parking lot.
Palace Station.
Yeah, he's in the Palace Station will get everybody, including OJ. So he's in the Palace Station parking lot, and he sees a fucking window open of a car. And
he reaches in.
he steals a computer from the fucking car. He steals the computer from the car. A couple hours later, in the hotel room, the cops kicked the door in with cameras. It was Bait Car. You know the TV show Bait Car? He got busted on. He's like, fuck, I was on Bait Car, man.
And you're done.
Yeah. So don't go to the Strat. Going to the gun range is pretty fun, actually. You want to go fire off an AK-47 or something like that?
We've done it.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, you can do
It's a
that
lot
in
of fun.
Vegas.
You can get all sorts of portraits. You can put Donald Trump up there, Bin Laden, whoever you want. You just go bam, 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 bam.
We put a Duke logo.
Yeah, we put college teams we hate. Duke.
Tell MIB that good luck, and I hope they're up and running soon.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Hey, have a good day.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do have a question.
always
Why
right.
is the triple beeping still? Didn't we get call waiting off this phone?
What's going on there, Hainser?
We went. What? Oh, well, it's happening a lot.
No, I don't know if it's them. Yeah, you might be, because we didn't have that problem with Joe Fortenbaugh.
Yeah.
I know. I think we hear that's other
We
calls.
we have to solve these mysteries, Gabe.
Well, it's clear we don't know. Like, yeah, we know that. We're there.
I love the cat. He ain't going anywhere.
No, he's not.
He's going. Cosmo. Yeah. Right. I love the table. Don't get into the edibles. No. You just read the paper, friendo. Oh, the Blue Jays. Oh, man, they're hot.
Cam's a fan.
They're hot. They're real hot. Those tickets cost a lot of money. I know.
You know who we got to send somebody's cookies to is Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Because Donald Trump was a big fan of
Oreos.
Yeah, Donald Trump's a fan of Oreos. It's fucking hilarious. Donald Trump's like, you heard about Nabisco? Nabisco. They're moving to Mexico. He goes, I love Oreos. He's in Alabama, so everyone starts like, yeah, Oreos. Yeah, policy don't mean shit, man. This is a weird presidential election. So he's talking about Oreos. I'm just picturing Donald Trump at home eating Oreos. He's like, I love Oreos. I eat them all the time. I'll never eat them again.
He
goes, they're fucking moving to Mexico, and I'm never eating Oreos again.
I can see Donald Trump as a dunker. Like a guy with a big thing of milk and just
Yeah, and you know he's got like a fucking maid coming over, bring it.
Dunk my Oreos.
Maria, bring over the milk. And you prefer Chips Ahoy, Chunks Ahoy, or Oreos?
I prefer Oreos, actually.
Oreos are pretty good.
What's the problem with Chips Ahoy? Like everyone's like, ooh, it's chocolate. It's a fake fight. It's horrible, man. Like, let's call it out for what it is, man. Like I've had bad baked cookies and shit. Chips Ahoy suck. At least Oreos, the one thing you can keep plowing them. Another thing, Morency, I got to tell you, Donald Trump. There's a lot of people in death pools out there, and you don't want to, I got my own problems. People are always like, Cam, you're purple, you're red, you're like a different color of Chardonnay or Merlot. I got my own problems, people with BP. But let's talk. You don't think the way this guy's talking about Mexican Americans, that like some guy's not going to just go, you know what, fuck you, asshole. You and your triple weave. Pop, 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 pop. I got to be honest with you. I think Donald Trump, this guy is
speaking of which,
to get popped.
Where is El Chapo? We haven't heard from El Chapo. He's disappeared again.
In the labyrinth, man. You got to hand it to the guy, though. Everyone, ooh, killers and stuff, man. When you get away from like mazes and where's Cosmo going? I love this. Yeah, I go lick your fur. Yeah, you're the best. I love you, Cosmo. Honestly, I was always a dog man, but you've been so good to me since I've been here. I love you, cat. I love that cat. Anyway, Moretz, this guy.
Who's next, Hainser?
He's got so many tunnels, I don't know where he is.
The Canadian kid out in Niagara Falls.
Oh.
Ooh, the Canadian kid.
Yeah, the Canadian kid, actually. He was actually with us at Cherry Cola's.
I love those guys.
And stay tuned. We're going to be working on a new event in conjunction with MIB, a live throwdown.
Yeah. We're going to rip it up.
Yeah. Maybe we'll make it on Halloween, actually. That's a good
idea.
idea.
Same day as the treasure hunt?
We should do it after the treasure hunt.
We'll talk to the boss.
There you go. Yeah. Canadian kid. What's up, Canadian kid?
I'm doing my weekly report from Las Vegas Light, Niagara Falls.
I love
Vegas Light.
Vegas Light.
It really is fucking Vegas Light.
I'm going to give you my report. We're going to do strip clubs, restaurants, and casinos. Right now, the Sundowner is awesome. Just left there. Heading down to Seneca because Casino Falls View, the tables are cold. They're using those damn automatic shuffle machines on the blackjack table that already know what the cards are. The baccarat table's too full, so we're going to go across the border to Seneca.
Who is this guy? This is my long-lost doppelganger.
Yes,
I love you, Canadians.
Here's a real caller. Yeah.
I've been talking about automatic shufflers the way Donald Trump's been talking about Mexicans for years. I want the hand-shuffled cards.
It's sitting there shuffling the cards, and I'm sitting right beside it. I don't stand a chance. So every Wednesday, I'm going to call in, let you know what strip club I'm in. I'm leaving the Sundowner. Just got to dance some Aria, who's a rageaholic. And she said to say hi to Cam and Gabe. She watches you guys all the time. And she wants to know when you're coming to pay a visit. I'll be your chaperone. I'm going to go walk across the border because I ain't driving. It's going to take me 10 minutes to walk.
Yeah, you know what? We'll be coming down.
I wish our dollar was better because I love to go down to Seneca. No, the best thing about Seneca, you can drink.
I'm coming down,
for free.
Canadian
You don't
kid.
have to worry about it. It's right there.
We've got.
Free drinks at the table too, but I'm going to walk.
You ever been to the Sundowner?
4 o'clock in the
A few
morning.
times, yeah. A few times.
You've been to the Sundowner.
I have. I can't lie.
Looks like the wildlife control guy's been there.
Yeah, the wildlife control guys, he gets jobs there.
Report from Las Vegas Light. Peace out, boys. Rage on.
All right, see there? There's a good call.
You know what? When you bring it like the Canadian kid, I'll eat more of these peanut butter cakes and we'll have more calls. Hey, Cosmo. I told people sit here and the cat need another show. I agree. I love this cat.
Ooh, you.
What are you going to say?
It's got a great name, too. Cam and Cosmo. The Cam and Cosmo Show.
What do you got to say? I love cat.
You should just be sitting on your lap. Just be, hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. It's Cam and Cosmo.
Yeah.
I go, yeah, I know we both need to lose weight. It's okay. We'll do it together. I love this cat. No, honestly, I was
you and Cosmo running on a treadmill?
Yeah. You can put him on my shoulder and we'll just start, just start to move and groove. I love this cat. It's weird, man. I told you. I was telling it's going to be Barb forever, but I was telling Melissa that I always had dogs and I love dogs and like cats. I'm always like, I don't know about these cats. But you know what? This cat's changed my total opinion. I'm a cat man now.
All right, so
where are we going next?
You're gonna be appearing, and you know what?
Deja vu, the downer.
I'm seeing. I see our main man Jazz. Jazz in BC says he's been trying to call and get in here, Hainser. Has he gotten in?
He hasn't gotten in.
So what do you mean? Yeah. See, I just you see what I'm talking about, Cam?
I do.
No, because there's only one line, so he hasn't gotten in.
Yeah, but he's like, I got a problem with Hainser. I'm calling, I can't get in. Call back right now, Jazz.
He calls back, I'll put him on.
He also has a big problem that you don't know where the fucking Crop King medallion is.
I have a problem with that too. That's a big problem for me as well.
That's the Crop King medallion has to go to. What do you think we should do with it? Like whoever wins the. No what?
No, what we know is Hainser is no longer the Crop King.
No, he's definitely not. After that commercial, he can't.
First off, we told you to wear it all the time.
Yes.
And you said you can't do that. See, if you've been wearing it all the time, just like Flavor Flav with the big fucking clock. And speaking of which, you saw Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, I did.
Straight Outta Compton. How is it like? What's the Cam Stewart movie review of Straight Outta Compton?
Surprisingly, I thought the movie was going to be shit. It was good. I didn't know, Eazy-E got AIDS and shit, but I'll tell you, before that, I didn't know Eazy-E. It was crazy, though. It was... Who? Anyway, I thought I was giving a review of Straight Outta Compton, Gabe, I'll tell you.
Okay, yeah.
It's a little bit too long, but let me tell you, it's a great flick. Eazy-E, I didn't know he was hooked up with this real shyster, but he took Ice Cube and a couple other guys to school, but it was a good movie. A little bit too long. I would have made it about...
See, I didn't know that story. I know a lot about... I even lived in L.A. at the time.
Battle rap when they started each other.
I lived in L.A. at the time
You're
of
more metal,
NW.
like me.
No.
You were hip-hop guy?
Well, I liked the good hip-hop.
All my buddies are big hip-hop guys.
I liked NWO. I liked Public Enemy.
Yep.
Too Short.
Yep. And you can put it on the board. Yes. Grand Salami. Hey, how do you like them apples, Cosmo?
Jazz,
I love Blue Jays. Run.
Jazz says Hainser was never the Crop King.
Yeah, he's the Crop King.
All right. Do we have Jazz on hold yet here, Hainser?
Anyway, good movie. I suggest everyone seeing it. It's 30 minutes too long.
All right.
But Straight Outta Compton, man, it was the worst. Ice Cube's kid looks more.
We
like
did have Jeffrey Savage, but we can't have Jeffrey Savage on every week. So I
Sure
told
we
him.
can. If Jeffrey Savage wants to call in and say hi, now you're telling us who we can put on. You don't answer the phone for people that. All right. Is Savage here?
No, I told Savage he has to take a week off.
Holy fuck, Hainser. That's good. You tell our loyal fans to go fuck themselves. You lose the fucking sponsors' medallions. What's up next? What do you got for us next year? What other piece of good news do you have?
I might have lost.
You might have what?
Nothing. I have nothing for you.
Oh, nothing.
No, it'd be cool though if when Edwin Encarnacion does the
Hainser's now officially rattled.
Oh, of course he is. He's
all right. All right, we'll be honest. We're not.
Can we put a fake parrot on his arm when he he's like running across there? I would love that too. I'd love to see like Koku Beware with a.
Yeah, that's what RDC saying.
It's it's such a great point. Get that fucking parrot on his. I agree. When he's going like that. What?
Savage is here.
Here we go.
Savage is back.
Hit Savage.
All right.
That cat's covering that phone pretty good. Savage.
What's up, Savage? Hold on.
The cat's in the microphone. Yep, there we go. Hey, Savage, say something.
Hey, what's going on?
There you go. Good stuff. Good work, Cosmo.
Cosmo
doesn't move too quick.
Cosmo's Kim Kardashian-like ass was covering the microphone here.
It's so obvious, but so good.
It was so like, whoa, we gotta move over.
Great job.
Yeah, he was totally. It's like honestly, it's like getting suffocated. Now we can hear you, Savage. What's up, Savage?
I was gonna ask you about the Sugar Shane Mosley fight.
Hey, how about fucking Hainser? I'm telling you can't get on. You believe this guy?
What?
Now, somebody called last week. Did you ask about the? We talked about 2 fights, but I didn't answer about the Cotto fight against Canelo.
Yeah, you didn't answer.
Yeah. Fuck, Canelo's gonna kill him. Fuck.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, Canelo's gonna kill him. I don't even know who's Mosley fighting.
That Spanish guy already knocked out or went the distance with him beat before. He slapped a cigarette out of his mouth and slapped his wife's bum today. If you saw that.
No, I didn't see that.
Sounds like a Razor Ramon job.
I like that. He smacked his wife's bum.
Hey, toothpick. See ya.
Mosley, though. Mosley's fucking... against Mayorga. Holy fuck. I didn't realize. So these guys...
700.
These guys are like 150 years old here, Savage.
You know what
Look, Roy Jones Jr.'s fight too, but it's old man fucking central out there. We got Ruddock coming up in Toronto too.
Yeah, here it is.
Know what the worst thing about boxing is, even though it's awesome? The lines.
Yeah.
Like it's either like, you got to lay like $800
How
to
old
win a
is
couple
Ricardo
bucks.
Mayorga? Holy fuck, he's been around forever. Yeah, we talked about that, Cam. There's boxing. Look, and there's numbers, so we got to go. Friday night, September the 11th, in Toronto at the Rico Center.
Yeah, Rico.
Adonis Stevenson fighting. Fuck, he's a 50-1 favorite.
That's the thing. You have a 50-1 favorite.
50-1, Savage.
And a 14-1 favorite. How do you even take the dog? Yeah. Oh, my God.
Fuck him.
Got to bet on the knockout round.
Yeah, exactly. You got to do props.
That's a good point.
Good
props.
Savage.
See, Hainser Savage is raising good points, Savage.
Yeah, he brings up a lot
Unlike
of good points to the program.
He's contributing here.
Yeah, he's doing good.
Yeah, good call, Savage.
All right, boys.
All right.
Later, Savage.
Yes. Savage with us. We're still waiting for Jazz. You going to call back, Jazz? Jazz is bitching he can't get on. Now Hainser's saying he's not even calling back right now.
He gone.
Yeah, I know. I forgot Ricardo Mayorga. He did try MMA. Yeah, huge fucking numbers as far as these boxing matches are concerned. Yeah. All right, we got 12 tweets on this. We got to get to some baseball scores here and
hear what they say. Hey, Gabe, on the chat, cats equal numbers. They like the cat. Hey?
I don't know.
Are we going to get strippers next week?
I think chicks equal.
I agree. Cats are good, but we might have to take it up a
notch.
Cats are a start. Cats are a start. We like the felines, but you're right. We might have to go in a different direction.
We're getting desperate here.
Hey,
all right, who do we have here?
We have Alex.
Alex. Where's Alex calling
Toronto.
From Toronto.
Alex, how you doing?
Not bad at all. I just had a question about the Cowboys.
Oh, the Dallas Cowboys?
Absolutely.
What about them?
All right, now that Murray left, who fills the hole, and does he have a good season?
No, I think the Cowboys have big problems. Skandrick just went down, the best cornerback. Their secondary ranked 26 against the pass
I think
last year.
Their defense is going to get ravaged.
Yeah, take the over in Cowboy games from
That's
a
a good
fantasy
point, 'cause they'll
perspective.
score. They'll
Romo's going to fucking light it up. Des Bryant's going to light it up because they can't run. Who's gonna run the ball? McFadden and Randall both haven't even fucking practiced. The season's in a couple of weeks. I don't have high hopes for the Cowboys. I think the Eagles are by far the best team in this division. I really do.
The Cowboys,
But they're going to go over the number. There's going to be shootouts.
Their line's good, and Romo, when you give him protection, he's going to slice and dice. So I think you're right. They're going to be in a lot of 31-28 type of games, right? They're going to be.
Yeah.
I agree with
you. Know, Alex,
lots of overs.
I talked about the Cowboys today on the Fantasy Sports Network, and we said who's going to be the running back for the Cowboys, and it's somebody that's on another roster right now. Fred Jackson gets let go.
Why would you go for a guy like that?
How about your guy on Seattle? What's his name? Christian Michael.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, he doesn't get playing time.
He's
You
the
can get a third
string back. No, the funny thing is, if you put, let's just say,
you put Michael on with that Cowboy line.
I'm going to tell you something. Robert Turbin on Seattle, if you put him on any other team other than Marshawn Lynch, would be a star in this league. I'm telling you that. The guy is that good, and it's amazing. Like Seattle, remember they had Forsett? He was hidden there too. Look what he's done in Baltimore. Seattle just has a knack for getting good backs, real solid ones, man. I'm telling you, you're right. Michael Gabe, with the right line, he'll do damage.
But yeah, with the Cowboys, listen, the other teams kind of blow. I think the Giants are overrated. The Redskins suck. I think the Eagles are good.
Are horrible.
So you're going to be competing for the division, but the depth isn't there, man. The defense isn't good enough. I really don't think it is with the Cowboys.
Yeah, there we go.
Thanks for the call, Alex. All right, time's flying by here this evening. Yeah, thanks for the call, man. Shoot us a call anytime. We got some prizes to give away a little bit later on, too.
Can we spin the wheel?
Yeah, I want to spin the wheel and give us a prize. I want to bring up Barbara to spin the wheel.
Here's Barb.
The official Red Heat and Rage spokeswoman who has a new name every week. No, let's hold on. We'll spin the wheel in a couple of minutes here.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Hainser
gave you the quick move again.
Yeah.
Yeah, lie down. There you go.
All right. So, we'll have some prizes. That's the tease. Basically, for everyone at home, we have a lady coming up on the program.
We should also say, Gabe, that coming for football season, we're going to do a Friday night show.
That's right.
With picks, and more picks. Our buddy Chris says he's some kind of like Jimmy the Greek. He's going to give you, I'm going to pay for this show with fucking winners. Okay, we're going to see if that's going to happen. But anyway.
Well, let's see.
We're going to see if that's going to happen because this guy's got confidence.
All right. Well, the Toronto Blue Jays are up fucking
10-2.
10-2. These guys are just killing it.
How's what was my dirty pooch of the day? The Orioles over Kansas City. You know what? It's going to be the only game you get wrong too, Chris, and then you're going to come crying to me.
All right, Major League Baseball.
Yeah, there you go.
Major League Baseball update.
Watch out for your tail. There you go.
Here was a live dog tonight, in my opinion, was
San Diego?
San Diego beats Washington 6-5.
Nationals are fraudulent.
Mets winning 9-4. Toronto 10-2. Colorado over Atlanta. Atlanta really suck.
I like when Cohen does the scoreboard, eh?
Yeah.
Gabe, Boston 2, White Sox nothing.
Los Angeles Dodgers.
How about the Dodgers? The Cincinnati Reds are awful. 7-4 Dodgers, the final. We have an upset in the making, maybe. Baltimore 6, Kansas City 3, and the Yankees continue to struggle, losing to Houston 5-2.
Pirates beat the Marlins 7-2.
What do your Pittsburgh Pirates, by the way?
Yeah, my Pirates versus your Leafs. Me and Ken, we got a $500 wager.
Give you $100 to get out of the bet because the Pirates.
Is that bet still live? Because you're looking good, Marcy.
Well, the Pirates are going to win before the Leafs, so I want to buy out.
It was a 20-year window.
We're about year.
It's actually been about
right now.
we're halfway there.
I almost want to give you a couple $100 and say go on.
I was kind of right about it, but we're not there yet.
But I paid you for the Nationals bets.
But at least I got a shot going in here with the Pirates. The Pirates are going to be probably going to be the playoffs. You never know. The Cubs.
Can I give you a couple Cubs to back out because I
No,
can't.
you don't need to back out. It's all good
right now. If I had to pay you $10,000, I don't know what I'd do right now.
Oh, just imagine the entertainment if it's the Pirates versus the Jays in the World Series.
I can tell you one thing: I'm hedging on some whatever the I gotta put $10,000 on the other side.
All right, so we've only taken one break tonight so far, right? Yeah. So we're going to take a break right now. We've got sponsors to thank here on the program. We'll get to some more phone calls. And then, exactly, Hainser. You line up the calls right now during the break.
Line them up.
Yeah, it's not smoke break. The talent takes the break. We're taking a break. Yeah, it's like Well, what do you got here on the script here? What do you got on the sheet here?
What? What's Chris? Once again this year, we're getting excited for our third annual marijuana treasure hunt in Toronto's High Park, which is the largest city park in Canada's biggest city. But this year we have a twist.
I feel the night heat.
It's happening on Halloween. That's right, Saturday, October 31st, high noon to 3 p.m. inside High Park in Toronto. It's haunted Halloween. Oh, marijuana treasure hunt. Well, wow, this guy really, like, what the hell? Please tell me I don't have to read. Anyway, it's a great marijuana treasure hunt. Be there, wear a costume. No cop costumes. Look at this fucking guy. This is what the guy who runs the show who pays me again. Look at this guy's script. He thinks he's some kind of writer. Hi, I'm Chris. I write scripts for movies. Sorry, Barb. Sorry, Barb.
You know what's amazing?
No,
is
but honestly,
somehow you just
so
like
long,
that.
Eh? Like, fuck.
That's awesome. All right.
Yeah,
Take a break. It's time for a commercial
apologize
break.
to Barb, and we'll
Let's run back.
My name is Marcus, and I'm one of the co-founders of Juju Joints based in Seattle, Washington. A Juju Joint is an electronic-based product that allows you to enjoy cannabis in a discreet and fashionable way.
Hi, I'm Joe Good, product manager for Juju Joints, and I've been with the company since the very beginning. A Juju Joint is a fully contained CO2 vaporizer. It's the smallest one on the market, hands down. We designed it from the ground up.
We've got a really unique device where we use supercritical CO2 cannabis oil. So it's the purest oil you can get on the market. You just have to pick it up and pop. I'm Ranger, I'm with Juju Joints. I guess you'd call me the product developer. I've been working on this thing for about 18 months, and I think we've come up with one of the more unique devices to hit the cannabis market.
In my 20 years of owning clubs and promoting concerts, I've always found that cannabis is an experience enhancer. Juju Joints makes that easier and more discreet. No fumbling with a bunch of pieces, no ashy mess, just take a hit and you're good.
With Juju Joints, it's all vapor, there is no smoke. Therefore, the smell will dissipate very quickly.
If you wanted to compare this to other products, all right, there's flowers, there's edibles, and there's concentrates. Edibles are going to take about an hour, hour and a half to get into your system, all right, and you don't really know how it's going to come on. Now, flower is more instantaneous, right, but you have all the hassles of packing it, grinding it, putting it together. The thing with Juju Joints is it'll come on just slightly slower. I'd say give it 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes at the max. And then you're good to go. You can self-maintain at whatever level of euphoria and happiness you want for yourself.
The taste of a Juju Joint is pretty mild. You get a very faint taste of marijuana, but overall it doesn't taste like a whole lot. When you exhale that puff, you're not getting that traditional hassle of, oh, everyone knows I'm smoking weed.
Juju Joints were designed for the ultimate ease of use. After your 150 puffs, you can dispose of it anywhere batteries are recycled.
There's no lighter, there's no smoke, there's no matches, there's no grinder, there's no leftover, there's no bong water. It's just pure enjoyment of cannabis.
The best way to find out about Juju Joints is at www.jujujoints.com.
What can I help you with, bro?
Oh, hello. I'm looking for some purple kush and hash brownies.
Excuse me?
You know, the plant that grows out of the ground.
We only stock the liquid alternative. You know, the kind that leads to violence, social problems, the occasional gruesome death.
It's 2014, man. And you're telling me I have no other choice but to consume these dangerous products?
Dangerous as they may be, they are legal. I tell you what, you looked like a peach cider man when you came in first, but there are some beers over there. They're closer.
Why don't we try one of these old cideroonies, eh?
Put it down. Put it down, put it down, put it... Oh. Okay, get out. You gotta get out. Come on.
Sick bastard.
Ooh.
You support these liquor companies
Out.
without any care for your fellow man.
All right, get the fuck out. You gotta go.
What's this? Marijuana seeds? And so many different strains. I think I'm gonna take one of everything.
Crop King Seeds. World-class cannabis seeds. Available online or in stores.
Rick here from Juju Joints, and we're here today to talk about some of our competition. We'll open it up, we'll see how they're made, and we'll compare them to Juju. The first one I'm going to start with is called Hush Puff. It says there's 300 milligrams of CO2 oil in here. You should get between 400 and 500 puffs. So I'm going to just take this apart. There's a chip here at the front end. Okay, very typical. The issue that I find with cotton is one that it adds a taste to the material, to your whatever you're vaping, and it's never going to release everything. So supposedly what you have is half a gram of oil in this little piece of cotton. Everything's plastic, maybe this is fiberglass, I don't know. Your little wires and a battery. So it's very typical construction. This oil has to be cut with something in order to get it to be that liquid. There's a tiny heating element inside this plastic tube. That's probably soldered onto these two wires. Don't know what kind of solder they use, but it makes things taste nasty. I doubt you'll actually ever get all the oil out of this little piece of cotton, and it will affect the taste. The next one here is called Happy Jack. Comes in a simple tube. Very little information on these guys, no website. What I have found is they're selling between $35 and $40, and they claim somewhere between 70 and 100 hits. All right, now this one, this is interesting. New construction. This has got a small capsule that they'll fill with their oil. This has to be filled individually and then slid down into the cartridge, hopefully to marry up exactly with this heating chamber so that everything lines up. It's a very sticky oil, very small battery, probably the smallest battery I've seen. All right, so the next one we have here is called Bumblebee. This supposedly has 1,000 milligrams of oil in it. And again, you're going to be dependent on these two little wicks to pull everything in. So when I've tried this stick in the past, it'll hit really nice, and then your second hit will be empty. Well, it's because it's got to wait for the oil to wick back down and in. And the chances of all the oil coming out is like none. Yeah, these are soldered on. I really hate to see solder. These are all manufactured in China. Just to point out, Juju has all of their sticks laser welded. Okay, this is from Bang. They're offering theirs up in, looks like color-coded for sativas. Interesting, they color-code the end. I kind of like that. Let's cut off the front end. And here it is. This is the unit. Ooh, now it's permanently on. Ooh, this could be a problem. Meltdown. Well, all right, you can see what happens. Here's the burn mark from that thing taking off. You see the oil is supposedly saturated in this. But take a look, all right? The oil doesn't go all the way through the material, so it's all trapped in a few spots. Now, when you're making CO2 oil, most of it's going to come out in the 60 to 70% range. So if this is 25%, that tells me that they've had to cut this by at least 2/3, and that's how you get material viscous enough to come into here. There's just no way that you're going to get 100% of this. All right, our next one is called Golden Extracts. I've already opened this one up, and actually I was trying it earlier, but you see it's the exact same construction as everybody else, using the cotton wicking. And this is where I really learned about it taking time in between each puff in order to refill the wick. And I guess I was getting frustrated and I thought it was done, but so of their 1 gram, they have to definitely make it more viscous, more liquid. They've had to add oil or VG, PG to it. Our last one for today is Kerr. I mean, nice packaging, black, disposable vape stick. 3 of them in here, no mess, no smell, no charging needed. I like that. You open it up, it's all about the bling with the diamond tip in the end. Whoa, that piece is gone. Oh, out it comes. It looks like they use a nice dark, thick, heavy oil, but exact same construction again as everybody else. Just looking at how much oil I can see squirted in here, it's not much. This one has a better wicking feature. They're longer, so they would reach up and down and pull more in. Some of these have claimed pure oil in their sticks, but I don't know how they get that to run through with the cotton. I know when we take a look at our oil, It's so thick that I would never try and put this in cotton just because of, well, it would stick and you wouldn't get all of it out. It's going to cause taste. I want to show you a juju stick. And if you can see this, this has the oil in the bottom. All right, and that is pure liquid oil. You can see it flowing. You can see we used no cotton inside. We have a very special heating chamber here. This unit was made specifically for CO2 oil. And one of the clearest differences between ours and the competition is the fact we use no cotton. Cotton will burn, cotton will import taste. Who knows what was in the cotton before you got it? No additives, nothing taken away, no coconut oil, no PG, no VG. This is probably the simplest and easiest stick to use. It was built specifically for CO2 oil, whereas most of these look like they were really taken from the e-cig world. This is how an e-cig would hold its liquid in a little piece of cotton. We designed ours for the pure oil, where we don't have to use anything to thin it out. So that's a real big difference between Juju and anything else you find in the market.
Red Heat and Rage continues. We appreciate everybody tuning in here this evening. We want to thank all of our sponsors here tonight. And what's the brownie mix you've got going on here, Kim?
Yeah.
You got everything tonight. You got a Coors Light, a Carlsberg. You're drinking beer out of a fucking mason jar and some sort of plastic jug. You were pounding back some sort of weird Kool-Aids earlier before.
Oh, yeah, our friends at
How many different products do you have in your body?
I didn't. Let's just say I didn't mention a couple because they're not sponsored the show, but I'm rolling on about at least 12 spokes of the wheel, Morency. I can tell you that. 12 spokes. Anyway, Unicorn brand foods. I'm gonna try the cupcakes. You've seen this boiler. It loves sweets. It loves butter tarts, and I'm gonna give this triple dark chocolate a take it for a spin as well. Why not? Gabe, I don't know.
Right.
That strawberry juice was pretty good.
Let's take some pot shots right now.
Pot shots.
Here's a crazy story from Detroit. Funny as hell. And, my lawyer is good, and Carl Miles. I like this guy. In which, we're going to find out the little intricacies of what jaywalking actually means. Let's roll the tape.
What started as a simple jaywalking arrest almost turned into a big-time criminal case. Police found a gun and more than 30 bags of marijuana on a suspect. But as Fox 2's Charlie Langton reports, all of those charges have now been flushed down the drain.
My client crossed the street.
But according to the Detroit police, this 56-year-old was jaywalking.
He walked across the street.
Okay, but when the cops arrested him for jaywalking here on Detroit's west side, they found 30 bags of weed and a gun. And because Dwight Robinson has a felony on his record, he can't have a gun. And according to the federal indictment, he was charged with drug trafficking, which could have landed him in prison for life. But let's go back to that jaywalking charge.
The ordinance says in order to be guilty of the ordinance violation, you have to impede vehicular traffic. My client crossed the street in a matter of 2 seconds.
And he's right. The ticket said Dwight violated Section 55-12-3. And when you look at that section, it says that the pedestrian must step into the path of a motor vehicle constituting a hazard. Well, that didn't happen, and therefore, the ticket was thrown out. But wait, your client had 30 bags of dope on him and a gun. What happened to that?
Well, there was a constitutional violation, and the constitutional violation superseded the criminal violation.
Translation, Dwight Robinson wasn't technically jaywalking, and therefore the cops should not have searched him, and the drugs and the gun, they should not have been found. Now, the cops also said that this neighborhood was known for drug activity, and that Dwight may have been a little suspicious, but the judge said, that's not going to cut it. Bottom line, this innocent but alleged gun-packing, dope-peddling felony jaywalker is a free man. Some people would say, though, that your client got off on a technicality.
No, my client got off because the Constitution says that the laws have to be respected. And the lesson that you learn is that the rights of citizens can still be protected by the best legal system in the world.
In Detroit, Charlie Langton, Fox 2 News.
Awesome story. I don't know who's better,
So
Cam.
you're telling me,
Yeah.
so jaywalking means there has to be some kind of automobile. Like, first of all, Numbnuts is there. The reporter's trying to get a job in Hollywood, and you've had good lawyers in Carl Miles, Gabe, and we joke about Celino and Barnes and hurting a car, call William Mattar. But I'll tell you, this guy in Detroit, this guy's money. I want this guy as my defense attorney.
Oh, this guy's the best. What do you say that
constitutional rights were violated?
He had 30 bags of dope. How do you say that?
And a gun.
Could face life in prison.
Oh,
the reporter's awesome.
That was a real story. Like you got to be honest. Like the first time, I'm going. What?
All right. So first off, dude, I love the attorney as well. He's like, first off, he's like a modern Johnny Cochran. He's like, first off, you have to impede traffic to be considered jaywalking. He wasn't impeding traffic. Cross the street in 2 seconds. I love the report. Yeah, but he had 30 bags of dope and a gun. And I let the lawyer. The Constitution supersedes the illegal search.
He's right, I love it. And he's right.
And he's like, he wasn't jaywalking.
I got to be honest with you, though. I'm on their side because when you look at the video, there's no street lights or nothing. It's literally a cross. Like, you could literally get, you guys said, I got to cross the street in 2 seconds. That's not a real street. It's a crossway, right? So why are you stopping the guy in the first place, right? The guy's a black guy. They stopped him. It's bullshit. Anyway, he's got a great lawyer. I love that guy.
That's the difference in Canada. There's no constitution in Canada. People think, oh, you're all free. You got no rights.
No.
They don't need, like here, they don't need a reason to stop you. They just stopped you because they stopped you.
That's a great point.
You know, it's like there's no, you don't need a reason to stop me. If you get pulled over 30 bags of dope and a gun in Canada, there ain't no, I wasn't jaywalking defense.
Another thing is, say a cop pulls you over and gives you the business, you're down on cuffs and like put your hand in the face, you don't go, my constitutional rights are being violated. You're just sitting, holy shit, man, I'm in big trouble right now. These guys in
now
the
listen,
States,
I've been here before, Cam.
You know,
now listen.
people in the States, they think about it a lot.
Hey, when I was younger and I was a hustler, I've been in a lot of these sticky situations myself. And being in Montreal, everybody jaywalks all the time.
I do.
So I've actually been in a position where, you know, I was a little bit nervous, let's just say, at the moment. I'm standing on the corner and you see a cop and I'm not jaywalking. Then I get the reverse psychology. I'm thinking, oh, fuck, I better jaywalk right now because he's going to think I'm standing there with a hockey bag, fucking like 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? It's like fucking a lot of money in the bag. I'm thinking, if I don't jaywalk, he's going to wonder, why is this guy not jaywalking? Because in Montreal, everybody jaywalks. It's like the double-edged sword. But in Detroit, if you're a brother and you got 30 bags of weed on you and a piece, you probably shouldn't jaywalk. But it's nice to find out that you're constitutionally legally not jaywalking. You're only jaywalking if you're impeding traffic.
Exactly. And there's no traffic on that street. That was a great legal job. I need a guy like that.
No, this guy's a great attorney.
When I got in shit, you know what the best is, Morency? When I got in trouble, my lawyer's like, hey, Cam, tell me about yourself.
All right.
I'm like, this guy's great. He walks in, Morency, he's got buttons like TGF Friday. He's like, hey, have a nice day. I'm like, holy fuck, this is my lawyer? Good shit. I plead guilty.
All right, well, Cam, we're at the stage where we'll pretty much do you'll do anything for a buck at this point in time. We got the pot shots. So props to the attorney and the reporter. Great story. Great story there from Detroit. But let's check in with our favorite state of Florida and see what's going on in Florida. And there's always fucked up things going in Florida. Billy Corbin's always on top of it. All right, we got 50 cents autographing vodka bottles at a Florida liquor store.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said 50 cents for autographing vodka bottles. I'm like, where's the LCBO? I'll do it all fucking night. If I can get $8, that's great. 16 people at 50 cents a fucking autograph. I make $8. And you know what? It only cost me $4.80 to do a super fat.
That's a video right there. We should film Cam sitting outside the liquor store on Spadina and King.
I'll sign your vodka bottles for 50 cents.
Autographs, 50 cents.
You're
and we'll just see how many people you can get in an hour.
I'm looking at
come on, who wouldn't pay 50 cents for your autograph?
I love it. No,
I don't know. How much is
I looked at the store. I'm like, 50 cents for autographing vodka bottles?
No.
What a great idea. Why didn't I come up with that?
No.
Who's this Billy Corbin guy?
50 cent is...
Like, honestly, I'm in, man. Like, Think about it. How many?
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Just do the
here's
math.
some strange news. The missing man who spent $100,000 to look like Justin Bieber's been found dead.
Oh, great.
It's kind of depressing.
That is depressing.
Bieber's career is dead, so I guess it's fitting.
Fair enough.
All right. What else do we got going on in Florida here?
Why is it always in Florida?
Pregnant woman in Florida today was struck by lightning at a bus stop.
Hey, Gabe, when we went to Mike Dicker's resort, it was Florida, right? It was Florida.
Yeah. Orlando. Hell on earth.
See what I'm fucking talking about? Florida. That state is fucked. Like, honest to God, like, I know, like, you meet people from Colorado, you know, they like to party. When we were in Vegas, we meet people from Minnesota and Wisconsin. They're not the sharpest knives in the drawer, and they love to gamble, and they're horrible blackjack players. But they're all right. You know, you can hang out with them and party with them. But Florida, that state's fucked. I honestly, like, everyone's, I'm going to retire in Florida. I'm going nowhere near that fucking place. Florida blows. Florida tourism, I'm not down with Florida. How come when we went there, it was a piece of shit? I hate Florida.
Yeah, now Florida, well, you got picked up by the police for...
I walked to a fucking drive-thru. I don't have a vehicle. It's 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm hungry. Ooh, I'm walking up to the drive-thru and I got fucking arrested in Florida. Fuck you, Orlando. What a dump. Disney World.
Here's Florida.
I'm going to take my kids to Disney World. Disney World stinks.
How about
They
this
all
one?
suck.
How about this one? Florida man brutally beats 9-year-old girl in Jacksonville Best Buy bathroom.
Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? It's all Florida. You go through all the stories. Florida. All of them. Shit. That state. Fuck, I hate that place. People think it's great. That's another. We're going to Florida.
This is the best one. This is the best one here. Florida woman hires hitman to kill daughter's homeless boyfriend for giving grandkids lice. So I thought it meant ice for drugs, and I was like, all right, you know, we advocate marijuana use, but we don't advocate ice use.
I don't like lice either.
But, so the Florida woman hires a hitman to kill a daughter's homeless boyfriend for giving grandkids lice.
Hey,
that's a strange case.
We're going to see that one on Dateline NBC. Hi, I'm Chris Hansen, Dateline NBC. You gave the kids lice.
And here's our favorite.
God, that guy's more purple than me.
Here's our favorite. I forgot to tell you guys to get the picture of this guy.
Macaroni Larson?
Florida man known as Macaroni Larson caught shitting on front door of Gainesville Church. He kind of looks like a drunker Brian Blessing, too.
I got to be honest with you. That's my shade. That's bad. I can tell you.
This guy.
I can look at that guy's forehead.
That's combination, yeah.
Yeah, that's 180/90 right there, blood pressure.
Yeah.
That's a lot of blood. I'm not doing too good, but that guy's pink.
Yeah, Florida's the state it
just keeps on giving. Florida youth pastor. Life in prison. Right? See, it's Florida. Gabe, you know, man. You've lived in California. Even the dirtbags in California are so much classier than the dirtbags in Florida. You know it, man. We've been there. I've seen it. Like, you're a scumbag in California. You got a little bit, you got a little bit of heart. Florida, no, not so much.
Speaking of which, no heart. How about this woman? Florida woman wanted for botched illegal penis procedure.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, that's tough. Looks like the chick from Law and Order, actually.
Yeah, it's true, eh?
Marissa Hargitay or whatever it is. Sorry, SVU.
The Raging Redhead on fire here this evening.
Thank you, Gabe.
Yeah, Blue Jays rolling along. We got the football season around the corner. We got some golf playoffs coming up as well, Cam.
Yeah. And for anybody out there, if you bet on Davis Love the third last week, that geriatric, honestly, I will pay your mortgage for a month. Like Quicken Loans, when you get a hole-in-one, I'll pay your fucking mortgage for a month if you show me your Davis Love winning ticket. Are you kidding me? The guy's 50. How old's that? How old's Davis
51.
Love? The guy's 50 fucking 1 years old and he won on the PGA Tour. Are you kidding me? What was he, 5? Actually, for all you people out there, I think there was one person documented who bet on him on Will Hill. $100. The guy won 50 fucking grand.
50K. Yeah, 50K.
And our boss Chris thinks he's a good gambler.
Oldest guy to win since Art Wall.
You love Art
Wall.
Hey, Blessing. Who's Art Wall?
Let me tell you, he's from Homestead, Pennsylvania. It's like, Blessing.
Knew where Art Wall. He's he's the pride of Homestead, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Like, I know Art Wall too. Like, he used to hack it up with those Canadian dudes, like Dave the Walrus Bar and shit. But fuck, man, Blessing knows where guys are born.
We've thanked a lot of sponsors here this evening, but we haven't brought up the wildlife control guy. We'll find out if he's upset any doctors in the past week here. He's got some Pro Line tickets as well, and we've got the lovely Melissa. Yeah, Melissa's going to spin the wheel to greatness here. So let's get some. I know we had some callers earlier. We got some prizes to give away here, Hainser.
Pumpkin seeds. We got juju joints. We got rollies for the lower scale. We got everything. The whole gamut.
All right. No hockey jerseys tonight, huh?
No, none tonight.
I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest with you, Morency. They're a little expensive, and you know, I know we love you guys, but like our boss, he's doing okay in life, but he's not like Donald Trump rich. Like he's like take it down a notch. Just enjoy some rollies. Like those jerseys cost.
Let's bring up Al for a second. Step up here, Al.
Hey, Al. Kill some raccoons, Al. Get your ass up here.
Now, Al brought up something interesting to me earlier, Cam, which is a good point about the CFL. About 25-yard penalties.
Yeah, the CFL, I really don't know much about it because it's kind of whack for me. I'm like NFL and college football.
Fair enough, Al.
Cool. How's your week been there, Cam?
I gotta tell you, Al, it's been nice. I've been driving Chris around a little bit because obviously since I've been laid off my job, it's hard to make a lot of money these days. So, you know,
that too.
I'm going to
So essentially you become an Uber driver.
You know what the thing is?
Cam's on Uber. Look him up.
Hey, I'm not ashamed to it. I'm not ashamed to admit it. A couple companies own a lot of things in the world, and if you're not down with
Why don't you team up? Why don't you team up with him, actually?
Kill stuff?
Yeah.
I don't like bats. I don't like dangerous snakes. I'm Al. I don't know. You're a pretty tough guy. Like I'd love to like be on the. I don't know, man. I just don't know if I can hold a candle to you because you crush wildlife. Like I don't know. You got to be a pro.
Pretty intense at times.
Well, have you ever, Al? Like you look like a man that's like gone to war, and like we love partying with you, but like I got to be honest with you.
This
you
out.
scare the shit out of things. Has anything ever scared you?
I've been in a few tight spots, man. I had this one raccoon. I was running out of the roof, man. He was fucking coming right at me, and I'm looking behind me. I got like a foot or two, eh? And I told him, he come a little closer, bro, and that's it. And fuck, he come a little closer. I football kicked his ass right over to the next roof.
And raccoons they're scared. Like, the funny thing is, he's talking about it like they're just some kind of joke. Raccoons are mean, man. They're like mini Wolverines. They're fucking tough.
I'm telling you.
I like raccoons, but I don't have them living in my fucking attic, so that's a problem. Now, have you ever seen any? Look, Florida Library reopens 2 months after bat invasion.
Bats are intense, man. I've been in churches with like hundreds of them.
So the like bats, like how many before you start to go, okay, I got a real problem here. What about it? But he's got to be at least 50 of them, right?
Yo, dude, I went up in the attic part. I looked around for like about a half a second and got the fuck right out of there, bro. There was like fucking hundreds.
No, bats are scary. People think they're like, ooh, they're like little guys and stuff. I don't like them. They're tough.
1 in 4 bats have rabies. You know what I'm saying? So you want to get the fuck out of there. And he says, what are you going to do when you get the bats out of there? I was like, dude, that's not even half your trouble. I said, look at that. They got shit everywhere, man. They call it bat guano. So how much?
We're going to start calling you Batman.
Yeah, I told him, Batman, you know, it's going to cost you about 10 G's to clean that up.
So bat feces is basically poison too. Like the problem with these critters, Gabe, when they unlike horses, when they dump, like it's got bacteria.
I want to see.
You keep it in your attic, you're dead.
Hey, it melts your lungs. It won't affect you right away.
I want to see Cam.
It melts your lungs after a couple of years, and they have these things. Everybody, well, you talked to me about in Hamilton, bed bugs.
Yeah.
Bats have their own little fucking bugs, little red things, and they're like bed bugs.
I want to see you intern for a couple of days on the extermination circuit, Cam. Yeah, we'll film that. That'll be an adventure.
Do you want to take me on a call, Al?
We'll have to get you a helmet with a GoPro camera or something.
I'll do it, but I gotta be. I'm shitting myself, but anything for the show.
Yeah, I'm about the same way right now.
All right, so
there we go.
So why don't you give the okay? So let's see how we're gonna do.
Spin the wheel.
We're gonna have Al spin the wheel. We're gonna have the lovely Melissa Barbara.
Yeah, Barb.
Spin
Come
the
on
wheel
up, Barb.
As well. Hainser's lining some people up, and whatever happens, whatever comes up, we've got the lovely Holly on hold. She wants to get in for a gift. So basically, whatever happens here, we're going to spin the wheel a couple of times. Whatever it lands on, that's your gift.
That's your gift, basically.
We're gonna line up a couple winners.
All right. Spin the wheel.
Go Al!
Oh yeah.
You know what, Al? I love the way you spin it like the way it should be spun on The Price is Right. Hard and give it some go. Yeah, there we go. Almost yourself, Al. Crop King Seeds. You know what the best is? What do you do if you win your own prize? What do you exterminate? Like we have Al's doppelganger out there blowing up bats. Pop, 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 pop. Hey, raccoon, you shit on me.
All right, so who do we have on hold here?
Who's there?
All right. Thanks for the spin. The angry Mike Holmes.
Wow. We love having you on. Anyway, Hainser, you seem pretty proud that you got
Lovely,
Jazz there. He's really
lovely, Melissa. Nice to see you again.
Barb, always a pleasure.
Thank you, the official spokesmodel. I got to tell you, Hainser, we thought of you spinning the wheel at first. And
we're going with Barb.
Yeah, we're going with Barb and the angry Mike Holmes here. All right, we got Jazz coming up here. Is Jazz on hold? All right, what's going on, Jazz?
What's up, David?
How you doing?
It is Jazz.
No, I can't hear anything.
What, are you on a walkie-talkie?
Yeah,
Fucking Hainser lose my medallion.
That's a good point. Yeah, we got to find it. I think it was stolen, but we're going to get on the case.
All kidding aside, it's not totally Hainser's fault. The medallion it's got to be around somewhere. Well, hopefully it's going to turn up. So listen, Jazz, we're going to have Melissa spin the wheel here for you.
Whenever you win.
And it's going to come up here. Maybe some Crop King, Juju joints. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. Spin the wheel.
Hey.
And it lands on.
Wow, it's Crop King's night.
It's the Crop King. You're going to be the real Crop King now, Jazz.
Sweet! Yeah, we got you some seeds, Jazz. All good, brother.
Thank you very much, Melissa.
Thanks, Barb. Always a pleasure. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll go get some coffees. What else? Do we have one more or no?
You know, Jazz. I've given Hainser shit because you're not getting on. Now, I'm going to start giving him shit for putting you on.
There we go. You know what, Morency?
I don't know.
I gotta be honest with you. It's been a hard week. Are you tapping out yet? Like, Morency, have you ever been to a place where you've gone for a whirlpool and relaxed? Like, have you ever done anything like that in your life? You don't seem like the guy to go, you know what? Life's been beating me down.
No.
I need a massage.
Up to that point. I'm up to that point. But yeah, we're running out of racetrack, as Ted Teven would say.
You deserve a day where
we're on TV. We're on TV in 10 minutes. Who's this? Oh, it's Holly.
Hardcore Holly?
All right. What's up, Hardcore Holly?
Hey!
How you doing?
Hey!
So you want to spin the wheel, Holly? You ready to roll?
Yes, please.
All right. I got to tell you.
It.
I don't know. We've had 2 Crop King seed winners already. I got a feeling. I don't know. I got the hands of death.
Something big.
I'm a black cloud. If I spin the wheel, you're going to win a pack of zigzags. Yeah, Cam. You got better hands than I do.
I don't know. I scored a few goals in my day before I got my boiler, but let's rock.
All right, Holly. Cam spinning the wheel. We're spinning the win.
Ooh, Juju joints.
You got lucky, Hardcore Holly.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, you got lucky. So
that's a good spin.
Yeah, call back and or stay on hold. Hainser will get your information. The prizes are coming up big tonight.
Big time. No jerseys though. We said, but we talked for
prizes
management.
coming up.
Jerseys are off. Yeah.
Prizes coming up big tonight. All right, thanks for the call, Holly. Congratulations.
Woo!
Thank you.
See, I like that. That's enthusiastic. I like that. Very good.
Better than you, Jazz.
I got to be honest with you, Jazz. Holly made you look like a chump.
Yeah, Canadian kid stepped up. Jazz is saying, I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, hey, Jazz, I represent Canadian Football League. I don't know. Holly represented something. She knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, listen, Holly could hear us, Jazz. Holly sounded better. It was your phone, Jazz. You're calling us from the fucking hills.
Yeah.
You're in the mountains of British Columbia. And, that's...
there we go.
That's that. Oh, I think I just hung up on Holly, actually. Well, you were Hainser. You're supposed to. I told her to stay on hold. It didn't mean her to stay on hold for 20 minutes. It meant for her to stay on hold so you... Have you done this job before? Yeah. Have you ever, like honestly?
People think... The thing is, people think we're doing it just as part of the bit on the show. It's kind of like... It's really...
I don't remember you being this bad in the score days.
I got to be honest with you. I think he's
like
better back then, too.
No, listen, all kidding aside, what's happening to you, Hainser? Are you all right?
I'm all right.
Personal problems?
Some.
All right,
At least me and Gabe are going through some rough times, too.
All right.
The last year and a half's been rough. All right, but we got to survive.
You know the episode of Seinfeld when Kramer starts working at the place but he's not getting paid? And he hands in the reports.
Is that what you say what's going to happen?
He hands in the reports, and the guy says, he goes, I look at these business reports you handed in here, and it's almost as if though you have no training at all. He goes, I don't know what this is. And Kramer goes, well, I'm trying to get ahead. And it's like, I feel like that dude. I don't know what this is. I love, we asked the person to stay on hold. Like, when I looked over to you, too, you just had a weird, baffled look on your face. Like, what were you looking for? You were looking for the tinfoil you lost before?
I agree with the guy online. That James Sobalski commercial is so fucking bad. I don't even know what to say after that. I don't even give a fuck. That was so shit. It was one of the worst ads I've ever seen. Anyway, what else is going on, Morency? I'm sorry.
No,
I shouldn't say shit like that, but I don't give a fuck.
No, the ads are terrible.
Guy spinning around in his chair.
The ads are terrible.
Hey, buddy, yeah, we get it. Hey, we get it. Anyway,
you done
sports rage with Cam Stewart. Hey, Morency, I got the same rage.
Yeah, no, you're full of rage tonight. All kidding aside, though, Hainser, you done it wasn't a total train wreck tonight.
It wasn't.
No.
But I got to be honest with
you. We can't blame you for the bad callers. It's not your fault.
But onward and upward. This is not the bar. The bar is much higher than this. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, you sound pretty confident, but
we want to be a playoff team. Okay?
Well, okay.
You follow the UFC at all?
Championship team. We're a championship team.
Do you follow the UFC?
Pardon me?
Do you follow the UFC?
No, I'm not a big UFC guy, actually.
All right. Well, this chick, Beth Correa, fought Ronda Rousey. She talked a lot of shit.
Yeah?
She got killed.
Okay.
Now she's talking about how it was a fluke and she's going to kill Ronda Rousey.
Okay.
So I'm just stating it's like the...
Are you basically saying if the show's not good next week, you're going to kill him? Off the balcony? Or, does he have 1 week left? I got to admit, I hired you, Hainser, because when we're drinking at the bar and we're both low on cash, it's a bad feeling.
It is.
I really want us to move forward, but I got to be honest with you. I don't know if it's a stupid microphone. It looks like a fucking drumstick ice cream cone in a hole with this phone. We've got the same phone.
But honestly,
Morency, I don't care. You can defend the Panasonic all you want. I got issues with. I want a real phone line with ding, 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 ding.
Well, these guys bought a phone a couple of weeks ago, but have been unable to figure out how to actually. You guys are.
You guys are radio station. You know what the phones have? They have fucking 10 lines. That's what they do. And you go ding, 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 and you put everybody on hold.
No, but I want to say in Hainser's defense,
okay,
that he got the callers on tonight, and a lot of the callers the phone line sucks. Didn't suck for Holly. Didn't suck for Joe Fortenbaugh. It sucked for you, Jazz, at home. Think about it.
Good point.
Think about it.
So you're getting to the bottom of the mystery.
I could hear Jeffrey Savage. Exactly. I could hear Savage.
I can hear Savage.
Even though Hainser sent them home.
Man, Buffalo. You want a Buffalo imitation? I'll give you a fucking Buffalo.
All right, we appreciate everybody tuning in here this evening. We want to thank MIB. We'll see everybody at High Park on Halloween, October the 31st. It's every
costume, no cops.
Yeah, no cops.
Yeah.
No cop costumes. It's a Saturday. It's Halloween.
Sounds good.
We're thinking about even doing a live show that night, actually, following the treasure hunt. Doesn't get much better than that. It's going to be a great Halloween. Great Halloween.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, but anyway, yeah.
If
we're going to work all night, let's make it on Halloween.
I was looking at Hainser, and I was thinking, what's Hainser going to dress up as Halloween? And I thought, you should dress up as the Notre Dame leprechaun guy.
It's true. Like, when you look at yourself and you got to be real with yourself and you look and you go, I look like a bit of a booze bag or, I'm overweight and shit. Hainser really does look like that drunk Irish leprechaun with a fucking gap in his teeth, and his teeth are brown. So it makes it even better, too. He's got a different shade of mahogany there, Morency. No amount of white strips is going to help that shit. But you know what, honestly, Hainser, I love you like a brother. That's what we can talk. Hey, I'm fat. We all have our issues, right? You got bad oral hygiene. Who gives a fuck?
All right.
Anyway, what are we going to do?
We're trying to build his
show?
confidence on the way out here.
Were we trying?
I was saying, yeah. That's why I was saying.
I thought you wanted me to tell him he better get better next week, or there's going to be heads are going to roll, Morency.
No. I've come to accept the mediocrity of.
I agree.
Of Hainser.
I agree too. Hainser's all right.
Well, we're gonna put him to work in the near future. But yeah, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Watch the replay of this show like 100 fucking times. Support the sponsors. Congratulations to all the winners here this evening. Thanks to everyone. What's this spray?
Told me to do it before the show, but
there's product number 17.
Yeah,
in
it's a
Cam's
mystery
body tonight.
product. It's some kind of what's the spray, Chris? What's it called? CBD. Yeah, it's CBD spray. Actually, it tastes better than Listerine. And let's see what happens. We don't know. I'll check in. Okay. Spin it.
You're spinning the wheel.
Woo! Spin it,
I don't know.
baby.
The Blue Jays keep scoring runs. Maybe you're getting RBIs here.
Oh, I would love him to win that ticket, man.
All
That'd be
right,
great.
Hey, thanks to all the sponsors. We really appreciate the support of the show. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We're going to be adding a second show shortly. Stay tuned. We'll have an announcement next week. Thanks for tuning in. Catch us on the Fantasy Sports Network talking golf with Brian Blessing from Las Vegas, Nevada. Other than that, you're on your own. Later.